fuck is it? There it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 122 of the Primetime Gorehounds. It is August 28th, 2025 at 3:06 p.m. Watching 1980 The Fog. I am Primetime James Thomas with Gorehound himself, Paul Burt. And on this lovely, lovely Thursday afternoon, the end of summer is approaching, but that doesn't matter because we are live!
Yes, we are.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to another episode of Primetime Gorehounds. Please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well. And don't forget to share this video, hit the notification bell as well. Tonight we are watching A Fog from 1980, written and I don't know if it was written by John, but it was directed by my favorite director, John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Andrea Barbeau, Nancy Keys, Janet Leigh. It's an ensemble piece, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, folks, yeah, this is one I'm very much looking forward to. And Paul, and how have you been?
Been doing pretty good. It's been a bit of an up and down week, but some of the good positives is that I managed to get myself finally the 4K version of Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning, which is a movie I've been wanting to get my hands on for a while after my DVD vanished a couple years back. So happy camper there. Got a busy weekend, I guess you could say, coming up. I got to do some photography for a metal show that's happening tomorrow, but the guys who organizing the band has decided to make it kind of like a comedy beach party metal band. So we all got to wear like any random ass beach holiday shirt we can find. So I had to go find one. Mine's got like mushrooms all over it. So that's gonna be a fun day. And then of course on Saturday you've got the One for Sorrow Festival, which is basically 10 bands all playing in one day, 1 in the afternoon till 11 at night. So my camera's going to be working overtime this weekend. And apart from that, preparing for the upcoming trip in a couple of weeks. Everybody knows what one that is. James knows what it is.
Yeah, that definitely should be a good time. Absolutely. And but yeah, nothing much for me. Same old, which is just the way I like it. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But
cool.
People just be like, "Oh, I want to do something. Oh, like life's so boring." Oh, sometimes boring's good. Sometimes boring can be good. People try to look for thrills, and sometimes that's what gets them in trouble. Last the billionaires in this world. But
there is that too.
Billionaires are weirdos, man. They're straight up weirdos. Man, you've seen Eyes Wide Shut and all those movies. But
yeah, I know. And you know what the crazy thing is? That bit with the scene on Eyes Wide Shut, where you see that bit in the Venice hotel area, and you got those people in those like Venetian carnival masks. One of my carnival friends was one of those characters in that scene.
So he's all right. Out of respect, I won't say nothing disrespectful. But was like a Hostel. They were like millionaires too.
Yeah, Hostel is basically you got this group called the Elite Hunting Club, and they pay God knows how much money so they can spend all the time they want torturing and killing the people that they paid to do a number on. And that's going to be a TV show pretty soon as well. I don't know when exactly it's coming out, but I know it's coming. You
see, I don't want to say stuff like that. Just fascinates me. I'm like, you have all the money in the world, you're good, you're set, but even you get bored of that. And who comes to think of it? You know what? I'm bored being rich. I'm just gonna go torture American travelers. It's like, what the fuck, you know?
Cheap thrills for a high price.
Well, yeah, cheap thrills for a high price. Well, you could go. I mean, you could be a race car driver or something. It's very strange. It's very strange.
Or you could go traveling and do the stuff that I do with that kind of money. I know I would.
Yeah, you could do that too.
I mean, with that kind of money, I could go to pretty much every single event they go to every year, and instead of just like 1 or 2 a year, like I try to do.
Oh yes, Paul. I'm pretty sure. I bet Paul, you gave me the assist there. I'm pretty sure with all that kind of money, Paul, you could, go to those festivals, spend money and then meet all the big chicks all you want. Shout out to the big chicks out there,
Was
man.
taught to us by our very own pastor, Pastor James, when we was just this little.
Free Pastor James!
My man loves me. He provides for me. He protects me. So tonight, I'm gonna drop it low just for him. Drop it low for Jesus. Keep the Lord in mind. When you're dirty wine, drop it for Jesus. In the club, shake it to the floor and show it love. I'm on the grind, cause for my sins he died. Cause I know I'll be at the pearly gates for show. I'll be in the number when the trumpet starts to blow. But tonight I gotta drop it low. Drop it low.
God loving music. Give it up again for what's your name?
Renita.
Renita, y'all. Yes. They will never be on this program again. That's enough dropping it low for Jesus and all our Christian viewers and our African American viewers. Please don't change the channel. All right, who's in the mood for some music that's wholesome and won't get you sent to hell? Yeah.
Well, send me a first class.
Got him! Got him!
It's way too early for this, James. Come on now. Fucking hell.
Hey. Shout out all the big chicks, man. Listen, if you're a big chick and you're happy to be out there in that festival, hey, Paul's looking for you. I'm trying to hook you up, Paul, okay?
All right.
But yes, indeed. I had to. As soon as you said it, you spend money. I'm just like, oh, well, there it is. But yes, as for the fog goes, this was of course of course, this wasn't John Carpenter's first movie after Halloween. It was the Elvis film with Kurt Russell, but this was like, as far as like a full feature length film, this was the movie after Halloween, and it's weird because like I remember it's a simple ghost story. It's a simple ghost story that is just dreadful. Here comes my words, drenched in mood and atmosphere. I think the cast is really good. It's pretty much a Halloween reunion movie, pretty much, because pretty much a good chunk of the cast of Halloween's in this movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just love the direction. I just love the cinematography, of course, by the great Dean Cundey. And out of all the John Carpenter films, this is the one John Carpenter movie. I mean, if I had to say my favorite John Carpenter films, I mean, it's Halloween 1. 2 would be The Thing. 3, I may put They Live in there.
Well,
then would be The Fog. Then would be The Fog. But The Fog never. But I always thought The Fog never really gets. We can say that about a lot of John Carpenter films, but The Fog never really get its just due. It's kind of massive. It's pretty underrated, if you ask me. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly one of John Carpenter's most underrated movies that he's ever done. I mean, if I had to put this in my list of top movies that John Carpenter's done, in terms of this is just me, my personal preference, in terms of my top 5, my top 5 Carpenter films off the top of my head at the minute would be They Live, Escape from New York, The Thing, and I would put this one in there in that top 5 as at some degree as well, because again, this is one of those movies that, I mean, it's not the John Carpenter movie that I come back watching to a lot, but it's one of them films that, like you were saying earlier, it's very underrated. And I think the first time I remember seeing this was back on, I think it was during the mid-90s when it was on Channel 4 one late evening. And I just watched it on TV and just remember thinking, man, this is such a very, very slow burning, but very like suspenseful movie, and that's something that one of the things I like about some of the older supernatural movies is that it really does build that stuff up. You can put it in there with the likes of films like Poltergeist and all that in terms of its slow build up until it gets to when everything just comes to a head. And plus, also, I like the idea that you can't see what's in the fog, but if you're stepping out in it, you're not coming back out of it alive. And then when you see the pirates themselves, like you're seeing in the thumbnail here, folks, you still kind of don't see them in full. It's all in silhouette, and with that Terminator-like eyes, makes it even more creepier. And that's one of the things that I appreciate with the overall presentation of these spirits in this movie. Yeah, I mean, originally this movie was scheduled to be released on Christmas of I think 1979, but Avco Embassies decided not to do that, so it was delayed until February 1st, 1980, which
Yeah, there was
ironically
some.
enough,
There was some reshoots on
yeah,
it because they had to add more. They had to add more gore and violence into the film because this is 1980. This is when the slasher genre was really about to pick up steam, and
yeah.
they kind of needed to. Hey, let's bloody this up a little bit, even though very much to the chagrin of John Carpenter, who didn't want to do that. But yeah.
No, he didn't want to do that at all, but he wanted it to be like a supernatural thing. And also the movie's budget for this was about 1.1 million, which went on to make about 21.3 million, which is back then is a respectable number. The movie went on to gradually create a cult following, like most of these Carpenter movies do. And yes, eventually in 2005, they ended up doing a remake of it. And usually,
Which I there were certain things about the remake that I liked, but I walked away from it like I don't like this. I prefer the 80 version.
yeah, because I mean, if you watch this version and then you watch the remake straight after, it's like there's like a night and day difference. Whereas this one's like slow burning and very, foreboding type feel to it. Whereas the other one just felt more like um an action jump scare, if you know what I mean. For those that don't have that kind of attention span to stick around and just let it build up, that's what it felt like to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were some nice moments in the remake, but I felt it could have been a lot better if they stuck to the source material and stayed true to like the original did, or at least do something different. Well, they tried to do something different, but wasn't quite enough. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, it's not enough. But yeah, but shout out to the chat. Shout out to you probably got your whole family in here. Like, what's the Burks are in the chat?
Oh yeah, that's my mum and Louise, and that's my uncle Rob. How's it going, guys? Hope you guys are enjoying this. Yeah, this is his favorite film, by the way, The Fog. And Philip's in here. How's it going? And I think my little bro and sister's quietly watching in this too, Sophie and Joe. So yeah, they're all here. The gang's all here, dude.
Oh shit! So I'm kind of like the. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But okay. All right. Awesome. Let's do this. All right. So I'm about 17 seconds in where it says a studio birth canal. Well, I'm not gonna do that now. But
no, now's not the time.
Oh man, I'm already on one. I had a lot of sugar today. Forgive me.
Yeah,
But yes, we're about 17 seconds in. Studio Canal. You can watch alongside with us, or if you're watching it on the archive, you can watch it on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, the wood burning TV, VCR. If those still even exist. And the rules will go. We're about 17. Like I said, we're 17 seconds in where it says Studio Canal. So the rules go 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play. Again, 3, 2, 1, play. When we say play, you press play.
And if you don't press play, someone's going to be coming knocking at your door. Just don't open it.
You can't come and knock it, but you can't come in. Yes. All right. And, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, play.
And we are in.
Yes. The Fog. We are here.
There's the Abco Embassy logo. They ain't around no more.
And I love this score. I
Yeah.
love the score to this movie.
Yeah, I mean, John Carpenter does pretty much create his own scores for this movie.
It's
Is
all
what
that
you-
we see or seem, but a dream within a dream.
Edgar Allan Poe, classic writer. Is that
This
damn
is
old-
great. This is a great opening.
Yeah, the scene with the clock, him telling the story.
This is great music. I love the score. The Fog is definitely one of my favorite movie soundtracks from John Carpenter.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Turn the volume
11:55.
down.
Yeah, mine's
Now
down
this
a
was
bit.
actually, I think this was shot in a studio, if I'm not mistaken. This opening scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, because I mean, you can't have kids late out at night in the middle of a beach now, can you? Especially during the weather that they were filming this in. And also, this movie was using an animatronic widescreen Panavision camera, which gave the movie a more epic feel, despite the fact that it had a budget of $1 million. Carpenter insisted on using that camera.
Yeah, this is Carpenter's like fourth film overall.
Yeah.
And
This was a year
So-
after Halloween and a year before Escape from New York.
right. Yeah, this is a great movie. This is a fantastic movie.
Mm.
Those
Tell me-
old campfire stories. I miss
Man,
those.
those. Yeah, I miss them too. My one of my friends used to tell some really good ones back in the day. I told a really fucked up one that gave my classmates nightmares, but it's another story for another day.
That kid kind of looks like
I think it might be the
Wapau. I almost said that kid looks like the kid from The Fog.
This is the Fog, dude.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you knew this, but originally the role of Father Malone was originally offered to Christopher Lee,
Fascinating.
but Lee was unavailable at the time, so that's why Hal Holbrook took it over.
Got a lot of Halloween alumni: Jamie Lee Curtis, Charles Cyphers, Tom Atkins, Nancy Keys, now who was known as Nancy Loomis back then, and of course Janet Leigh is in this movie.
Yep. Yep, it's now midnight. It's April 21st, 1980, 100 years after the events of the story he just told.
Avco Embassy and EDI presents.
EDI.
Yeah, this is a great.
I love that.
Yeah, you totally believe there's something coming, and I think this was in California.
Yeah, the whole thing was in California in a fictional town called Antonio Bay.
The Fog.
And then John Carpenter's word disappears, and then the fuck. That's vintage Carpenter titles right there, man.
Deborah Hill production.
Yeah, those two were a good tag team.
Oh yeah, they were married at one point. I think married or dating at one point.
Yeah, they
You
were.
know
Yeah,
how cool would have been. You know how cool would have been to have Deborah Hill in these Halloween conventions.
that would have been awesome, dude. What's up, Mark? How's it going? Yeah, Blake's coming for his gold. You got that.
And
damn
there's
right.
there's a man himself, John Carpenter, with a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Academy Award-winning acting between with John Carpenter here.
Yeah, you know, for a
Just turn
long
off the
time,
lights.
for a long time when I was a kid, I didn't realize that was the film director because I didn't realize it at the time when I was a kid.
Yeah. He also had a cameo. People don't realize this, but he also had a cameo on he had a voice cameo on Halloween. He was
Yeah.
Paul on the phone talking to Nancy Loomis.
Yeah, And here's the late Hal Holbrook. The last thing I saw him in recently, he was in the TV series of Sons of Anarchy. He was playing Gematello's father, who was dealing with dementia.
Interesting.
Have you ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
Heard a lot about it. Oh, I love that shot of him with the shadow drinking. But yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, you got to see it, man. I mean, they're all on all 7 seasons are on Disney Plus, and you got the spin-off series Mayans. One thing I'll tell you about it is that the first season starts off light, but as the seasons go further and further in, it gets a lot more darker. And what the fucking hell was that? Fucking brick just drops in out of nowhere.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Even though this film has the absence of blood, John Carpenter was hoping for this to get a PG. Never happened. Still ended up getting an R.
Yeah, how did this actor die not too long ago, did he?
Yeah, he died. I mean, I can tell you when he died. I just got to get his name in a minute. Yeah, he died 3 years ago, and it was because of COVID. That's what took him out. He was 95. Damn, dude.
Okay, better turn this down.
Yeah, music. Tom Atkins, who
also
later
starring the great Tom Atkins. Can you imagine if it said it? Imagine if it said about the great Tom Atkins.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he ever had that in one of his credits. But yeah, he went on to do like Escape from New York. He was in Halloween 3. He was in Night of the Creeps, Maniac Cop, which we watched not too long ago, and the second one. He was also in that remake of My Bloody Valentine as well.
And I love these establishing shots. You know, it sets the tone for like the mood and the atmosphere of the city, and
yeah,
love stuff like that. Love stuff like that.
That's the one
Get
thing.
Familiar with the city.
Yeah, it's the one thing John Carpenter is always known for doing in his movies. He loves to set the scene for y'all. This is weird. Imagine this, all the fucking phones ringing. You're like, hello? Hey, who's that? No, I can't call to you. Somebody with phone's ringing. No, fuck off. I'm busy.
I would never use a payphone nowadays. Never. I'd stay far away from that. God knows what kind of nasty shit's on them phones now.
What, are you worried about picking up a phone and realize you got a sniper aiming at you? Phone
Great,
booth?
another great film.
Yeah.
So anybody, have you ever done that, Paul? Have you ever done that, Paul? Taking a sip out of something out of a store and just put it right back?
When I was a kid, yeah. If there was a bottle of Tango and I'm dying for a drink and it's hot as hell, I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, put it in the back. No one will know. That's what I did.
Dean Cundy, director of photo photography. Yes, the legendary Dean Cundy.
Yeah, he was his resume reads like a who's who.
One of the greatest of all time.
Hell yeah. Tommy Lee Wallace, who went on to direct a Stephen King TV film called Tommyknockers. And he also directed, I think, one of the parts of the 1990s TV series of It, if I remember right.
He did.
Yeah. Mountain Valley Water. In glass bottles back in the day, folks. I just love the way you get these like slow, these like little sudden like movements. Like, what the hell is going on? Why is everything like acting up? But it's all part of the buildup of what's coming.
I love when Adrienne Barbeau does the radio show from her lighthouse, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, Paul. Like, I would love to do this show in that lighthouse. It looks so fucking beautiful. You'll see here in a second, but small town, you're there, you look out in Pacific Ocean. Fuck, man, be great.
Oh man, that'd be great, man. You know, me and Lou used to do a radio podcast back in the day before I did this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that metal show that we used to do, did that for about 10 years, just something that we did as a hobby. But after a while, lack of people listening in because everybody starts going on those streaming platforms. So I just said, well, that's it then. We're done.
This is Primetime Gorehounds taking place in a lighthouse.
Now that would be cool. And you know what's so funny? I actually got a lighthouse just up the road from where I live.
Oh, nice, nice.
So if you see those photos like I've taken, we see like that red and white like tower. That's Smeaton Tower. That is just so creepy how everything is just acting up and there's no explanation behind it. Like that.
See, this is great. This is fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's that's Jamie Lee Curtis, I think.
Nope, that's Nancy Loomis.
I was wrong. It looked like her, but yeah, Nancy Loomis. Another alumni from the John Carpenter films.
Ooh, Lori scared another one away.
Yeah.
Fucking time, her character is always that type of person. Like, oh my god, you know?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that. Here we go.
Totally. This is Annie. This is Annie reincarnated. This is Annie reincarnated. Why am I here? Why am I doing this?
It's like, man, I just got killed by Michael Myers. Now I got to deal with the fog. Okay.
I think she was dating Tommy Lee Wallace, like, because I know they were married, but I think they were dating at this time.
Yeah, I think they were, if I remember correctly. But yeah, man, I will admit, I do miss doing those radio podcasts back in the day. But it just ran its course, man. But it was a good run.
Yeah. Well, there's the great Tom Atkins. Dr. Floyd was a doctor. That was actually creepy. That was actually creepy, Paul, how Jamie Lee Curtis just appeared out the darkness like that.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That was actually kind of creepy.
She was doing a Michael Myers training right there.
Oh, you looking for someone to have sex with? Yeah, good.
Shit. Jeez. Yeah, by the way, this movie is one of only 2 films that Jamie Lee Curtis and her mom appeared in. It was this one and Halloween H12 for anyone who never knew. Oh, and I don't know if you knew this, but Tom Atkins' character on here is called Nick Castle.
Hilarious.
I know, right? Oh yeah, did you hear that? There's a video game that John Carpenter is going to be involved in.
Yeah, Halloween.
No, not that one. There's another one as well. Not just Halloween. Whoa,
what are you talking about, Paul?
No, dude, there's another one. It's called Toxic Commando.
Interesting.
It's like a first-person shooter set in this, like, we've got monsters and zombies and all this other shit, and I'm just like, man, that shit looks wild. I'll send you the trailer when we're done here. But I've known about that game for about 2 years in its development process.
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis here. She was not getting after Halloween. She wasn't getting many roles after Halloween.
No.
Like, she was not getting roles, and John Carpenter was like, "Fuck that," and put her in this movie. And Jamie Lee Curtis at the time was pretty grateful.
Yeah,
which,
I mean,
I don't know about nowadays, but back then she was.
Well, she was trying to get her career off the ground, dude, man. Like, you take whatever role you can get at that time. I mean, after this movie, she ended up being in several slasher movies like Prom Night and that Horror Express one, I think it was called.
Terror Train, that god awful movie.
I happen to have that on Blu-ray, by the way.
So fucking boring.
Yeah, I know they did a remake of it as well. It was in like a two-part. I ain't watched them yet because they're on a TV streaming platform that I don't have here.
There's the great Charles Cyphers
Yep,
and the
dude,
the
that Lighthouse Radio setup.
beautiful Adrian Barbeau,
Yeah, who was
who
also
at the time was John Carpenter's. I think was John Carpenter's wife at this time because him and Deborah Hill had broken up at this point.
yeah, and then she ended up being in Escape from New York along with Harry Dean Stanton, who was also one of the characters. Yeah,
Yeah. Which, by the way, shout out to Deborah Hill because I had to know that. I know that had to be awkward. I just broke up with my boyfriend and he's dating one of the stars of this film. But apparently, Deborah Hill was very professional. Which is great. Which speaks to the character of her. Because she could have made that production hell for John Carpenter if she wanted to.
she could have, but I think they stayed friends even after they split because they still ended up doing a couple of stuff together. If I'm right.
Oh, look at that mood lighting. The red mood lighting.
Those boats had them back in the day. There's a fuck bank out there. Yeah, this guy here, George Buck Flowers, he's always been in a bunch of Carpenter movies. He was also in that Back to the Future that we watched. Last movie I remember seeing him in would be Wishmaster. He's always playing like the homeless type dudes or these type of characters. Hey, there's a fog bank out there. Can you imagine that? You're busy out, just having a late night with your buds on a fishing trip, and you just see a random ass fog bank appearing out of nowhere.
Well, I mean that has happened where a fog would show up, but like, yeah, so it's fairly common in Iowa.
Yeah, same here, especially where I'm at. Because, like I said, I live right near the coastline, so anytime I see fog banks coming from the sea or bad weather coming, I'm pretty much ground zero for all of it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this one time. They said there was this nasty ass rain thunderstorm coming, and I was just like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And then I see it coming from the sea, and it was moving up so fast it got to us in like 2 minutes flat. And the first thing that came to my mind was Constantine. You remember that ship with the Warner Brothers logo where everything's all nice and sunny, and all of a sudden just hell just takes over, just like that.
Yes, that's fascinating.
That's how the weather was for when I saw it. I was like, damn. Oh, here we go. The power's out. These guys have no idea what they just walked into. There's a creepy ass pirate ship. Kind of reminds me of the Pirates Weekend that we have in my town. And if you don't know, folks, back in the day, my town used to be a pirate town.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
But but I think with the fog, like, I think you could remake the fog again. Just make it serious, like fuck it, I'll do it. Let me do it. Fuck it, I'll do it.
Give us the script. Give us a script. We'll do it.
Oh, I love that shot. Oh, I love that shot. And a lot of this.
That's what I love.
This is reshoots because they wanted to make it more gorier and bloody. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of stuff they added in after.
Yeah,
a lot of this is reshoots.
Yeah, these are the reshoots.
But that'd be some scary. This is some scary shit. Yeah.
Yeah, having these random dead pirates just coming up from out of nowhere and sticking you with a meat hook and whatever else. No rhyme or reason to it. They don't know why that happened. I like the way the eyes light up like that. The light of their eyes going. I see the metamorphosis of that.
Oh, that's a great shot. Love it.
Yeah, I just love the way they keep them in the silhouette. You see they're there.
I love it. Like they look like The Walking Dead. Like Like
Those
it's not
zombies, yeah.
transparent, you know. It's like,
And this guy gets his eye stabbed out. Ooh,
woo,
that noise.
that was great. That was
Yeah.
great. That was
That
awesome.
noise. That was brutal. And then it just disappears. Damn, dude. That's just like the way that scene was done. It just built it up, and then when it happened, I bet I can imagine what people were like in the cinema. They must have been like, "Whoa, that is some scary shit." I remember when I first saw it on TV, I was just like, "Man, I don't want to be around those things because I'm not getting out of this alive." Like,
Adrian Barbeau is not a smoker,
she had to be for this one.
but you could tell she was not. The way she let the singer, you could tell that she yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love see that's the kind of view I'd like to have. I mean, I've got that now from you go to from a balcony, you can literally see the sea like that. Not clear as that because I got like other buildings in the way because I'm a bit further in, but you can still see the view, and I love views like that, man. Oh man, look at that 80s tech.
Yeah, this is Brackett. He's retired now. He moved from Haddonfield to come here. Yeah, he's retired now. This is where he is.
This is where he was, and then he ended up working for hospital security, and
Yeah. He comes back and dies in a very stupid way. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up, wasn't it?
Yeah, looking back on it, I'm like, how he died, I'm like, that was really fucking dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh wow, I didn't realize this. We'll get to it when the scene gets there, but it's involving the coroner scene. I'm just looking for any more. Now, this movie, again, like I said, was shot on an anamorphic format, which is at 2.35:1, and they literally filmed this movie in a month, 30 days.
Oh wow, that was awfully quick.
Hey,
yo, I love Tom Atkins in these movies, man. It's like he has it like in his contract. Whoever attractive girl I'm gonna move with, I gotta be in there with her.
That didn't take long at all. We're only like what? We're only 22 minutes into the movie, and already he's got someone bedded.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a Halloween 3. Like he said, like a very cheesy line. Like it was very cheesy. Like, where do you want to sleep, Dr. Chalice? That's a very stupid question. I'm like, yo, Tom Atkins, man, is hilarious. He is hilarious.
Yeah, man, he's a legend, no doubt about it. Let's see. I wonder what films he's doing right now. Let me see what he's doing because I did hear.
He moves fast with the ladies. He picked up Jamie Lee Curtis off the side of the road, and already she's a bit. But you can also say that. That she does though.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, remember I said what happens if you don't press play? No, I'm not answering that.
You know how simple it is? I mean, you know, Paul. Like, you know how simple it is to achieve this shot of the guy behind the door like that? Like the silhouette and everything. It's so effective. It's well done. It's great lighting. It's just the light. It's just the light. It's just some sort of a light to create silhouette.
If you have the lighting in the right position and the right type of silhouette for it, then a simple scene setup like that becomes very effective. You don't need any of that elaborate CG enhancements to make things even creepier. Just need a simple backlight, right type of silhouette for it, and boom, you got it.
Yep, that's cool. And the clock saved his life.
He's lucky it did. By the way, I just found out what movie Tom Atkins is going to be in next.
What?
If you can believe this, we got a third Collector movie.
Interesting.
That's cool. I mean,
it's fucking stupid because he got caught, but okay.
It's been 12 years.
But were you like caught, put in the box, and
Something must have happened during that part. Maybe the cops
fucking
got
A.
to him because I remember looking at one of the.
Like in the goddamn story, like what go was natural conclusion. You don't need to make another one. Like God, fuck.
What I was looking at on some of the production stills, it looks like a police station. So I'm guessing the cops got to him before he could do anything else bad to the guy.
Wait,
That's
ain't
the
that the kid from Halloween too? With the razor blade?
What, this kid here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is.
Ain't that the same kid?
Yeah, that is. That is the same kid. I recognize him.
Oh shit! Okay, interesting, fascinating.
Nice. I'm gonna make sure to confirm it though. I'm gonna look at the casting right now. I got to make sure. What's the name of this kid? The character kid?
I don't know, but he just.
I think it's Andy, isn't it? Give me a second. It has to be the same damn kid.
And it makes sense for it to be the same kid because Halloween was probably filmed in the same year as this.
If I remember correctly,
probably it was. It was came out in 81.
Yeah, I think filming for this was coinciding with the same as Halloween 2, if I'm right.
That's a great score. Love the score.
Yeah. All right, I am checking to make sure, man. Ty Mitchell, I think the kid's name's Andy. Yeah, it is the same kid. I just looked him up.
All right, that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, Carpenter likes to keep it in house. I respect it.
George Romero did the same thing as well with his film crew.
And AJ Barbeau, she still looks good. I think it's largely because of her bone structure. Like if you have good bone structure, and of course you take care of yourself, you'll age pretty gracefully. She still looks good to this very day.
Oh yeah, man. She looks good, man. Even at 80 years old, she still looks good.
Yeah.
But she's been in quite a bunch of movies. I mean, she was in she was in The Fog, she was in Escape from New York, she was in Swamp Thing, the original Swamp Thing movie, that is. She's been in quite a
boobs, actual natural boobs.
Yep, that too. She was in she was in Creep Show as well. And Cannonball Run. I don't know if you remember that comedy film.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's an old race road movie comedy thing. I think Burt Reynolds was in one of them.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah, they're trying to think. Wait, a boat never came back, so we got to figure out what the hell's going on here. But yeah, I think this was definitely filmed in California, but this is not an actual town. This is like a fictional one.
Target does not look right without the mustache. He needs the mustache. It's like Undertaker without the hat and coat. It's like there's certain things that people need, and he needs his mustache.
Trust me, man. I've tried going about my day without a beard, and I don't look right without one. So that's definitely true. What's up? What's up, Chaz? How's it going?
What's up, Chaz? Yes. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying us watching the early portion of The Fog. Hit the like, subscribe button. Donate to the Cash App. Primetime 313. Any donation will greatly be appreciated. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. There's Jamie Lee Curtis's mom.
That's Janet Leigh. Yes, and this is 1980, and up to this point, she still looks amazing.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, because 1980, this is about maybe 14, like 14, 15
years after
years
Psycho.
after Psycho. Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
fantastic. Even
Yeah,
at
man,
Halloween
look.
H2O, when Halloween H2O, she looked like she was more elderly, but she still looked great.
Oh yeah, definite. Oh man, I love that scenery. See, that's my kind of getaway locations right here.
Oh yeah, just on the countryside,
Yeah,
no neighbors, no hassles, no, yeah.
in a nice coastal view. Yeah, that's a winner for me.
Yep. This is great because this is going to show you the. I think she's in the lighthouse. Is she not? It's so pretty when she's walking
Yeah.
down the steps, and the lighthouse is still there. You can't really
Yeah.
get down to the lighthouse. I think it all depends on how windy it is.
Yeah,
But
you can still get
damn,
there.
it's beautiful. Damn, it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. That coastal line, I don't know why, but it reminded me of the coastal line they've got here in North Devon called Butte. It had that same like massive wide coastal shot. It definitely reminded me of that. So yeah, these guys are trying to go out and find out what happened to the missing ship crew that we saw getting absolutely butchered by these pirates. But yeah, like one of the themes and interpretations of this movie, guys, for anybody who doesn't know, definitely the theme about revenge and repressed past events, like stuff that happened in the past. That's why these things are where they are, I guess.
Oh, Lori, scared another one away.
Shit.
It's tragic. You never go out. That's because I'm too smart. I don't. I think you're wacko. Now you see behind bushes. Shut up, Annie.
Damn, dude.
Hey, Nancy Loomis. Nancy Loomis. She was a good looking woman.
Yeah. Yeah. She definitely was.
Yeah. She was. Yeah, she's pretty. They're all pretty in Halloween.
She recently came back for a movie a year ago called Huntology.
Yeah, she's on the opposite end of Adrian Barbeau. She hasn't really aged the best.
No,
I mean, some people can't win. Some people age gracefully and some people don't.
Yeah, and sometimes they don't have a good run at things. I mean, look at another example of not aging very well, and also because of the traumatic effects is that actress that was in The Shining.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall.
Yeah.
It's weird too. Because I think Nancy Loomis was she was 30 by the time she did Halloween.
Yeah, she
no, she was 29. She was 29. So
yeah,
because they had to make her look older in Halloween 3. I remember that, which I thought was unnecessary.
Didn't need to do it. She's playing a different character, but you didn't. I don't know if it was necessary to have her back in for Halloween 3, but that's just me, I guess. But that was the last movie she did until.
I'll tell you, Paul. If we was like in high school, I'd be telling you, "Oh, Paul scared another one away."
Oh, shut up!
You're scaring the women, Paul. I'm fucking with you.
It's not my fault. No, man. It's a nice interior shot here. I mean, this is pretty good. Lighting's not bad,
so
too.
Nancy Loomis was about 29. I think PJ Souls was about 27, and Jamie was 20 at the time.
Yeah, so she was 22 when she did this one.
I don't think you're wacko. Who does that? What kind of priest would do that? Just jump out the dark like that. That was a good cheap scare, though.
You can't be doing that. What's wrong with you? Never mind.
Why would you do that?
That's a good cheap scare, but come on, man. You can't be doing that. You're man out of cloth for crying out loud.
And Nancy's role in this, I think she was like the assistant to Jamie Lee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, that's what
She was
it
like
is.
she was the assistant for that because Janet Leigh's part of, I don't know if is she the mayor or I think the housing estate agency of this town, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
So she's raking in some good money. The old
I would like
rate.
to. I would like to see them remake this movie again. Just take it more seriously. You know,
Well, if you're
I
gonna
think
do it,
there's a lot of potential for a remake of this.
all right. Well, if you're gonna do a remake of this, then the people I would want to see involved, I would say get James Wan in this.
No, yeah, that's the typical go-to. But
I'm trying to think of who else could do it as well. I'm thinking that was the first name that literally came up the top of my head. You could throw Lee. You could throw the co-writer of the Saw movies in there, Lee. I mean, he's done some pretty good horror films as well. I mean, he did that. He did. I think he directed Insidious 3, if I'm right. He did a good job at that. I'm trying to think of other potential names that could do this. Maybe get probably get Mike Flanagan in it, the guy who did the Shining sequel, Doctor Sleep.
yeah, that's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Oh, yeah, you can throw him in there. Maybe Greg McLean, the guy that did the Wolf Creek films. He could do it.
You know what?
What?
Put Jamie Lee Curtis in. If they make a sequel, put Jamie Lee Curtis as a sequel after she gets done with Freakier Friday. Her and Tom Atkins can come back and do the Fog or call it Foggier.
That's not a bad.
You might as well. That's all Jamie Lee Curtis has done. Like she revitalized Halloween. She revitalized the Freaky Friday movies. Why not revitalize the Fog? The Fog.
Do a legacy
The
sequel.
Fog 3, live free or die Fog or some shit like that.
That's a bit of a die-hard coin right there, but that could probably work.
Or maybe she'll do Terror Train 2, which that movie was not good at all.
Nah, dude, listen, I liked the concept of it, but the execution was just meh. I did like the idea of a horror movie set on the train. I will say that, but just poorly executed.
That movie was garbage.
Yeah, well, hey.
Dude!
What?
Wouldn't you love to see the Expendables, but Final Girls? So you make like Jamie Lee Curtis, Heather Langenkamp, Nev Campbell, Amy Steele, throwing Jennifer Love Hewitt, whoever. And you have the Expendables of Final Girls. Now they're not playing Heather and Nancy and Lori and Sydney as as expendable films of the actual heroes. They were playing like Rambo or Terminator. They were just playing separate people, but it was the idea that they were just spoofing the idea of that they were action guys, right?
Yeah,
I think that'd be funny if the ladies, completely different people, but they're all find themselves together in the situation where they're being, stalked.
The crazy thing is that actually might work. That actually could work.
Yeah, like the Expendables. I mean, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, you can do it that way. Kind of a fun sort of gotta have depths in the movie, obviously, but
yeah, you got to have that. But it would definitely work. You just need to get the right people involved for it now.
I know there's a movie called Final Girls, but I don't think it had nothing to do with that.
No, I think it was a different thing altogether.
Tom Atkins got to be one charming son of a bitch. But you got Stacey Yelchin in Halloween 3. You got a young Jamie Lee Curtis without even doing anything. He would have got the gift for gab without the mustache, too.
Dude's a natural talker. He's got the get. He's like you said. He's definitely got the gift of gab. He definitely can do it. I mean, there are some people out there who are just straight up natural born talkers, and then you got some that kind of have a hard time. I think I'm somewhere in the middle, but yeah, there are people that can just literally talk you down for hours.
Does something come out of this locker room like a dead body, or
Yeah, I
like
think
here
it was a
comes?
dead body if I remember. Yeah, hang on. How did he get in there? It's another matter.
Have Tom
Okay.
Atkins show up in the Expendables film with the final girls and have them all in bed. Why not?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh fuck!
And like
Yeah,
I
the
think that's the
posters
one.
in the body cup. That's great. There's that Jamie Lee Curtis scream.
Hey, she was one of the scream queens after all.
Paul, have you seen that? What I told you about with Jamie Lee Curtis and her promotional video.
I did see it eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, with the exposed shoulder and the boobies is out.
Yep. Yep. I saw it. She
Yeah,
still
and
looks hot.
it went viral, and all these young kids have, now gone on to Jamie Lee Curtis, and people in our age group, you're a little older than me, but young enough to see Jamie Lee Curtis when she was younger, and everybody's like, shit, y'all never seen True Lies.
Oh, I remember when I saw True Lies back in the day when it first came out. I was about 10 years old when I saw that, and yeah, you can imagine what was going on down below when I saw that the first time. I'm going to leave it at that.
Oh, hey, too much info there, Paul. Damn.
Hey, I was a 10-year-old kid, and I was seeing that shit at the time, man. What can I say?
But yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, she definitely falls in that category of women that's aged well. I mean, I probably won't go as far as say she's fucking hot, but she's aged really. She aged really, really well.
Yeah, I mean, she still looks good for her age. I mean, even at like where is she at now? She's 66 and still looks good. That says a lot.
But yeah, can you imagine being a teenager, Paul? Like, well, Paul, I know, but you was more around the 80s. I wasn't around. But can you imagine being a teenager in the 80s and be able to watch? Like, imagine being able to watch Back to the Future and see like movies like The Fog or just
I'd have been.
This is a beautiful shot, Paul. That's such a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking at that shot too. But to answer that question, yeah, I definitely would love to have been around during my teenage years in the 80s to see stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, we had some good stuff in the 90s in my teenage years, but the 80s, whew, that would have been something. I just love that lighthouse shot, man. That's so damn good.
I would love to visit this place.
Trust me, there's a few places I'd like to visit that I've seen in films. This is one of them. It's just, yeah, man. Imagine being able to live in a lighthouse like that, though. Because, I mean, you got like the whole setup and everything.
Yeah, but if it was a storm or a hurricane, I'm screwed.
Well, those things are kind of built to keep you safe from that kind of shit.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. Yeah.
So let's say I was doing a radio show there, and all of a sudden I got this nasty ass storm. I can't go out in it. Well, that's okay. I got a fridge full of Tango Orange and a couple bags of nachos and a TV and the internet. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'd be okay until the storm passes. Now, if we're dealing with a tsunami like day after tomorrow, well, then that's a different fucking story. Or if you saw an asteroid come down and you got the massive tsunami and hellfire coming towards you, hey, I got front row seat to the apocalypse right there.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's how I'd see it. If something like that, like if I'm on my balcony, I'll be like, well, I got front row seats. It'll be quick. So,
but it's like, it's as if anybody was born like in early 70s, like 73, 74, you had one hell of a time. Like grow up in the 80s and the 90s and witness all that shit. It's like,
Rob was born in 1970, so he got to live it. And I was born in 83. So I saw the stuff in the 80s growing up. I wasn't old enough to see the stuff in the cinema, but I was old enough
Well,
growing up.
you're more of a '90s kid.
Yeah, but I kind of felt more in tune with the '80s than '90s, even though I had some good stuff in the '90s too. But I felt more like an '80s person.
But yeah, but the Fog, like it has a great setting, has a great soundtrack, great great premise. There's a lot of potential for a remake. Like there is a lot of potential,
Yeah,
just like
a remake or a sequel. What the bloody hell? That thing's just got wet. How do
that's what she said.
I didn't mean it like that, dude. I'm talking about the sign on there.
I'm very immature. I'm very immature.
That's all good. Those old mixtapes is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I think the problem with the remake was it was more like paranormal, more like zombies and all that stuff. That's my recollection. I haven't seen. I only saw it once. But
like I said,
if you were like to,
it felt
if you
more
just
like an
took it
action film.
serious.
Oh shit. Yeah, that'll make me jump. And didn't the stop me if I'm wrong, but in that remake of the Fog, but didn't the radio DJ guy in the 2005 remake got fireballed?
I don't know. I only saw a movie like once and never went back.
I remember that bit specifically. But yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna do a remake of it now or a legacy sequel, then you could do it as long as you got the right people involved and take it seriously, like James has been pointing out the last few times with the idea on that. But then again,
America, yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, but I'm talking about if you're gonna get like the film studio involved in it, I'd probably say you could either get Lionsgate involved, if not, probably get Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting, because like I said, they've been ever since Terrifier 3, they have been pumping out these horror movies left, right, and center, like Toxic Avengers coming up next. They got that Silent Hill, Silent Night, Deadly Night. So I would say get them if you're going to do a Fog movie. Or worst case scenario, last resort, just get Blumhouse in it, but that might fuck it up.
Oh Jesus, no, I'm good on that.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that's the main go-to studios right now. The ones I've just pointed out that would probably be able to do something like this. But if I remember correctly, the last studio that did the Fog, let me see who did the remake one. It was done by. Oh, that might be a bit difficult then, because it's from Sony Pictures. It was distributed by them, and Columbia Pictures and Revolution Studios. And if I remember correctly, yeah, they're still around. So that might be difficult getting it off their hands. Lou says she's lurking. Well, that's okay. So are they on this film? The pirates, that is.
I remember those cell phones, Paul. Remember back in the day when we had cell phones? Like it wasn't just a simple. It was like literally like you had like your pad, but you had to fucking like tap the number like 3-4 times to get the letter that you wanted. And
oh Jesus! Yeah,
oh god, it was so annoying.
I remember those brick mobile phones. I used to have one of them. Yeah. Then I had a BlackBerry at one point, pushing the buttons.
But this was during it. Like this was during a time, Paul. Like people that grew up in the 80s, and in the 90s. I can even say even early 2000s, which is more my time. Like there was a point in time, nobody ever said to themselves, "Oh God, I wish I had a cell phone." Like we didn't really think about it like that. Like we function as a society like without like technology and social media, and it's crazy. We got all these things. We have all these things in our possession, but we feel more disconnected than ever. Like we felt more connected back then than we do now. It's pretty insane, actually.
It's crazy, I know, because like back then we never had the internet, we never had mobile phones, we never had social media or anything like that. It was all what you saw was what you knew at the time. I mean, one of the positives for me with mobile phones and internet is that I got to get in contact with a bunch of people that I'm friends with now, you being one of them. And of course, I found, discovered all kinds of cool shit and keep in contact with family and friends.
Yeah.
But the downside of that is that you got to think about the negatives that happens in there too, and you got to be aware of that. But now everything now is run by technology. So we're at a point now where even if you wanted to live without it, you can't. Because it's like technical and social suicide.
Can't say that word, Paul. It's a deletion.
Yeah, well, you know me. Because I'm on the spectrum, dude. We're known to be blunt. That's just how I am. This scene creeped me out when I saw this.
Yeah, we're the scene when they're in the hospital, and I think the body disappears here.
You got this dead guy whose eyes got stabbed out, and all of a sudden he gets up.
Yeah, just imagine imagine how crazy technology is going to be in 2045. Because the world just keeps changing and evolving all the time, and there was more similarities from kids in high school back in the 90s and kids in high school now. Oh, it's like two completely different worlds now.
Yeah. This freaked me out when I saw this the first time.
Yeah.
You're saying about technology in 2045. Well, the one thing I will know about 2045 is I'll be 61 then.
Yeah.
And you'll be my age or slightly old, 10 years older. 10 years
now,
older.
Paul, no. This would have been cool if if he killed Jamie Lee Curtis here. Now I understand you may want to keep her. I understand it. Maybe John Carter would have felt bad, but we needed a death. Because I think this would have been cool. It doesn't ruin the movie or anything. It's fine. Okay, she survived. But I'm kind of like, also he gets up and just collapses. I think it would have been cool if he killed her.
Yeah, they should have killed. If they killed her off, that would have raised the stakes a little bit more. I mean, it would have been a shocking death. But I don't know if it was John Carpenter's call or Jamie Lee Curtis's call.
It was Jamie. No, it was John Carpenter. Like Jamie Lee Curtis didn't have that clout yet. Come on, Paul.
All right, but I'm just saying it could have been. You never know.
It's like a second round of Halloween, Paul.
All right, but I guess John was like, "Nah, I don't want to kill her off because, maybe she has potential."
No, or it could have been a moment where because he just collapsed. Like, it probably would have been nice if she just kind of like saw it and screamed, then he collapsed. Yeah, but I always was under the impression like, if Jamie died right there, that would have been like, oh fuck, like Lori's dead,
Yeah, I'd just sit there like, man, they really did that. Yeah. I'm just seeing what Lou just said in the chat. People interacted face to face and at metal gigs more. Yeah, you're right. Definitely when we go to metal gigs, we get a lot of face to face meetups with people.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. You're absolutely right.
That's one of the things about why I go to metal gigs and why I go to these carnival events is that the people that I become friends with on social media, we end up catching up with each other for real, and that's one of the rewarding things about it.
Yeah.
The town mayor's talking about, yo, man, we got some messed up shit going on here. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've caught this, but Charles Cypher's character was, ironically enough, named Dan O'Bannon.
Hilarious.
I see what they're doing here, man. They're literally naming characters of real people.
Maybe they should have swapped. Maybe Nancy Key should have been named Jamie Lee Curtis's role, and Jamie Lee Curtis should have been in this role, so you can really see the mother-daughter dynamic. Unless they didn't want to do that, but
maybe they didn't want to do that, I guess. But that would have been pretty cool if they did do that. We got a glimpse of that on Halloween.
It would be kind of cool. Now, Paul, I say this with ultimate respect. I hear Nancy Key's absolutely lovely. I from what I've seen in interviews, she seems like she's a lovely person.
Mhm.
She's a lovely woman. I have no doubt that she is lovely. But
Yeah.
in the few roles I've seen her in, her characters often look miserable.
Yeah. It's
she looks she looks miserable.
it's a very strange thing with actors and actresses, right? Like you got like the people that play these like miserable or villainous characters, and they end up being like the nicest dudes people on the planet. And then you got people that play
Or
the
maybe
nicest characters.
Paul, or maybe Paul, she's just miserable. You never know.
No, that could be the case. You never know, man. Look at shit. Look at Robin Williams as well. But you could be right about that too.
She's like, oh my god, why? No, no, I'm talking about as a character, Paul. Like as her
All right.
character,
Okay. Okay.
she's like, oh my god, why am I here? Like, it's like,
Like
god
what am
damn,
what am
why
I
love
doing here?
Nancy?
Yeah. She's probably sitting there thinking, "Oh, not again."
I was
Yeah,
like, Jamie Lee Curtis. I know probably not the biggest fan of her with short hair, but she's one of those type of women that can rock the short hair and look very attractive.
granted, I will say she does look good with short hair, but it's just that for me, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything, folks, but I don't know why.
Being an asshole. I've been an asshole a lot in this show.
I tries not to be, bro, but it's like I'm not a big fan of ladies with short hair. I don't know why. It's just me, I guess. I'm still open to being friends with them and saying, "Hey, what's up?" But it's just not my kind of hairstyle. It's like it's same with me. Like, can you see me with bloody short hair? I'd be like, fuck that, man.
There's something in the fog. Paul, I'm such a big fan of ambiguity. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's something in the fog. There's something in the fog. That'd be a great tagline. And I love Adrienne Barbeau there. She's like, I'm telling you, there's something weird about this fog. There's something weird about this. And then she snaps back into it. Welcome to Antonio Bay. Like, I love that. Love that.
You know, it's funny you said about that tagline because the tagline on my Blu-ray box here it says, "Lock your doors, bolt your windows. There's something in the fog."
That's a great tagline.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm reading on the box, man.
There's Charles Cyphers. Oh, excuse me, Laurie. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Brackett. Oh, it's all right.
Well, yeah, like now things are starting to pick up a little bit. Like that fog is now starting to do some shit.
Look at Charles Cyphers. Look at his sweater. That looks like the same sweater Mrs. Voorhees had on Friday the 13th.
I think it is. Actually,
that looks like Mrs. Voorhees' sweater.
It's the same sweater, but different color. Same patterns.
Wow. Mrs. Voorhees' sweater. There's something in the fog. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis kind of got the Farrah Fawcett hair a little bit. No, Paul! Mrs. Voorhees is one of the women in the fog who was the one who kills Charles Cyphers, takes the sweater, and kills a bunch of camp counselors in New Jersey.
Fuck, there you go. You just solved it.
I'm telling you, maybe the fog and the original Friday the 13th are in the same universe.
There you go. Boom. Think about it, man. Friday the 13th came out the same year this movie did, if I'm right.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me see how far apart these movies were. Because The Fog came out on February 1st, 1980, 45 years ago. And Friday the 13th, I'll tell you when that comes out. Where are you, you son of a bitch? Here we go. Friday the 13th, May 9th, 1980. So about 3 or 4 months apart from each other.
Nice. Interesting. You know, Paul, I had a friend of mine that saw Charles Cyphers at a Halloween convention. They went up to him, shook his hand, and there was nobody around. And he wanted to have a few words with him on camera. And he was like, "Rrr." You know, like, oh my God, it's the guy. Like I'm paraphrasing the exchange, but this is how it went. Where are you gonna put it? And he was like, oh well, you know, because he had a YouTube channel. It's gone now, but
Yeah.
he was like, where are you from? And he's from Iowa. It's like, oh, it's gonna be on the internet in Iowa. And then he was
No.
like, he was serious. And his handler was like beside him, was like, oh no, it's like it's for YouTube. It's gonna be on the internet. You're like, no, I don't think so. I'm not really comfortable with that. So he opted out. He couldn't get Chuck on camera. Come on, Chuck. He wanted to get you on camera. My friend was gonna ask you questions you never heard of before. You're like, I want to talk about Halloween.
Yeah. Let's talk about this instead. I don't want to talk about that shit. Let's talk about this. God, that's not like an old...
But from what he told me, from my friend told me, he was very nice, but he also seemed like he would have no issue telling you to fuck off. He didn't tell him to fuck off, but he would have no problem telling you to fuck off.
Oh, he's that kind of person, yeah.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Kenny, who's maybe watching. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, the lighting effects and the fog here. Yeah, and I found out also the scenes with the fog were actually done on stage studios. And
I could tell.
Yeah, and the big ass fog machines. They use the dry ice. That's how you make the fog. And oh shit! Oh,
in the throat.
Oh, and again, you don't see these guys.
That's Mrs. Voorhees right there, Paul. That was Mrs. Voorhees. That's Mrs. Voorhees right there. That's how she got the sweater.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Give me back my sweater, Charles. Why she sound 90?
Give me back my sweater, you
Charlie. Give me my sweater, dearie.
Oh man.
Now in 1980, Paul, now not so much nowadays, but in 1980, that was scary as hell.
It was. Like back in the 80s, like again, guys, at the time, horror movies were doing things that nobody ever saw before during that time period. All this was new.
Hello, little child.
Oh shit. Dude.
Here, my dearie.
Oh, dude, just stop.
I got some gingerbread for you.
Oh, really? What else do you have?
I could take it to a very dark place, so I'm not gonna go there.
No, we'll save it for off the air. Save for that. But the whole Friday the 13th thing, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this new person that's going to play Pamela Voorhees is going to do in this TV show.
I'm very much looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it.
Should be out. I think it's going to be out sometime next year. I don't know when. They say it's going to be on Peacock, which means it'll be on. I think it'll be on Sky Max over here because I know that Welcome to Derry is going to be on Sky Max at the end of October. So I'm hoping Crystal Lake will be on that channel over here too. Well, there goes the power lines, dude. They're gone.
It looks like Janet Leigh is wearing the same outfit that she wore Halloween H2O here. It looks like the same outfit. I know, and I know in Halloween H2O she's driving the same car. Now, I don't know if it's the same exact car, but it's the same model.
Let's take a look and find out when we get to it. Oh, geez, those old power generators. Nowadays, you need people to man that to make sure it's working. Nowadays, it's all done by computers. So somebody had to be there 24/7.
That's right, 24/7.
Oh, fucking hell, dude. What are we doing? Well, all the lights are gone. They were quick to get those candles. Where did they get those? Forget it. Never mind.
The Nancy Loomis looks good in this movie.
Yeah, she does.
She looks good, man. I mean, she looked good in Halloween, but here, like, she looks very I'll smash.
Yeah, why not?
Put it bluntly, yeah.
Dude, I love the way that sky looked. You had that like water, the blue water, the eerie white fog, and that red sky in the background.
It's fantastic.
That was awesome.
It's fantastic. Like just the mood and the atmosphere is it's top notch. Top notch.
Again, I just find it baffling that this movie, like you were saying, is so underrated with a lot of people. It doesn't quite get its flowers. I mean, it's got a cult following, yeah, but not many people talk about this Carpenter movie a lot. Which is, I find strange. Well, there's where Dan got killed.
Your mother's at the fucking lighthouse, Jimmy.
Come on. What the fuck? What are we doing?
Yo, what is Tom Atkins' job in this movie? What's his role?
I don't know. Just an everyday citizen of this town, maybe?
Just a badass. That's just Tom Atkins.
Yeah.
He's just a badass.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Get that generator on, lady. Imagine hearing that live on the air. Hey, you got to get out of the house. Hey, are they talking about us? Yeah, they're talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Get out of the fucking house.
I love. Listen to this score, man. I love it.
It's a reminiscence of Halloween a little bit in there. Man, John Carpenter knows how to put on a damn good music
good
score.
acting. Yeah, good acting by Adrian here. Yeah, but it's I just love his scores, man.
Like I said, John Carpenter, man, he's the man when it comes to these music scores, especially for these kind of films. Oof.
Oh, this is a score. Good shit. This is great.
You could imagine some random dude driving and say, man, somebody's really putting on a good radio performance in this drama play. It's not a drama play, dude. Yeah, you can tell that's a sound stage they got it in because there's nothing in the backdrop.
Does the kid die? I don't think he does.
No, I don't think
the kid should have died. The kid should have died.
Couldn't do that back then.
The kid should have died.
You could do it now, but you couldn't do it back in the 80s. That was so taboo.
Can you imagine, Paul, Halloween 2018 if Michael killed that baby? Oh my God. Shit. That would have been insane.
I turn away for a second and I just see somebody dragging her ass away.
That was back in 1980 in the movie theater. That was horrifying.
I guarantee you people would have been jumping off their seats.
We don't see anything. We don't see anything.
You like I said, you never, if ever at all, see these guys in form. I mean, you see them silhouetted, yeah, but you never get a real good look at them. Not once, I don't believe.
Next thing you know, the fucking Undertaker's gonna come out this fog.
Well, they got. I just see a meat hook, so maybe it's a bloody fisherman. Damn, dude, that is just.
This kid looks much more scared than Julian did in Halloween 2018.
Yeah, that kid is just.
He looks far more scared. Oh shit!
Yeah, that I couldn't believe it. As soon as Michael Myers said, "Oh, you get from that kid," is, "Oh shit!" and I'm just like, no, you should be like terrified, run, like get the fuck out of there. That kind of killed the mood a little bit when that scene happened.
Oh, that's a great shot of the fog over that house. Very, very cool. That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was like, effects they would do afterwards, in post and stuff. But that's great. Oh, that was great.
Oh man, they're stuck.
That's creepy. It wouldn't be creepy for today's audience. Well, depending on how you film it, but
yeah.
But back to like 45 years ago, like that was he's really used like how he's directing these creatures is exactly how he filmed Michael on Halloween. Like, what is this? Can't see what they look like. It's all in fog and shadow. It's exactly how he filmed Michael.
Yeah, I just literally saw a little quick glimpse of one of their faces covered in all that seaweed. That's the only good glimpse I got of them.
Yeah.
But they've been kept in the shadows, and all you see is their silhouettes, and I like that. That's how you do it.
Keep it a mystery. Keep it a mystery.
Because nowadays, and that was one of the problems I had with the remake, is that you see them.
Does Nancy Keys get it in this movie? She might as well get it. I mean, she's the most expendable. She's the most expendable character in this movie. I don't remember if she gets it or not, but she could. Like you, there's a Deborah Hill right there.
Yep. Oh, dude, I love that red sky. Well, yeah, you got to broadcast what's going on, ain't you?
Recipes Deborah Hill. She wasn't very old either, but yeah.
Adrian
Barbeau's really good. Adrian Barbeau's really good here.
Yeah, she was, dude. She passed away 20 years ago, and she was only 54.
Oh Jesus, yeah, she was still fairly young.
Yeah, it was. Dude, she had amputation of her legs. I didn't fucking know that.
Deborah Hill did?
Yeah. She had colon cancer in 2004. Despite her diagnosis with the eventual amputation of her legs, she still continued to work up. Yo, man. Hats off to her to still keep going despite losing your legs and having colon cancer. Hey, she kept going till the end. Trooper. I had no idea she lost her legs, though, bro. What the fuck?
Lori. I'm sorry. Every time I see her, I just think of that, bro.
I get it. I get it. I mean, she is.
Paul.
Dude, the way that fog just showed up. That music score, man.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming in. Yeah, the soundtrack of the fog is legit. It's a great soundtrack.
Dude, that fog is moving in fast. And yeah, you're right. That is the same fucking car that was in Halloween H2O. I'm pretty sure of it.
That looks like the Griswold car that Nancy Lewis is driving.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
The Griswold family truckster.
No, I'm just looking at that car that they're driving. That looks like the car that Michael Myers drove on H2O.
That looked like Mr. Miyagi's car.
Yeah, but it was also the same car Michael Myers drove in H2O when he took the other person's car keys in that toilet area.
That's not it.
It looked like it.
It looks like it, but that's not it though.
Okay.
And what I love, and also what I love about this movie, it's like I said, it's like an ensemble piece. Like there's no like set character. It's like different stories happening throughout the city. Now all the characters are coming together.
Well, then they're connected.
Yeah, which I like. I like when it's stuff like that. I mean, Weapons did it. And I thought they did it really well.
Oh my God, Weapons, man! Fucking hell, that was a good film.
Great movie. It's a fantastic movie.
One of my favorite movies this year. Some of the shit that happened in that movie, like, You see a person randomly stabbing their faces with a fork. Just, I'm just gonna stab myself in the face with it. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Good movie though. If anybody's never seen Weapons, guys, check it the fuck out. Oh, and ironically enough, the guy who directed that movie, James, before he did Weapons, he did Barbarians, and
Yep.
I hear he's making a Resident Evil film. Don't know how you feel
Yeah,
about
like
that.
a lot of Halloween alum in this cast.
Dude, that fog has just completely engulfed the town.
And I think the idea for the fog came. I think Deborah Hill, John Carpenter was like overseas. I think they were like in the UK. I don't know if they were dating at this time, but John Carpenter also dated, obviously Adrienne Barbeau. But I think he was like on vacation somewhere, and then it was like really, really foggy. Yeah. The idea came from him. They were somewhere and they saw, maybe it was Coast California, maybe it was overseas, I don't remember. And they saw they noticed a fog rolling in off the ocean or something. They were like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder what's in." Like, it's those type of things where it's like those ideas come to you, like, "Oh, I wonder what's in there."
Yeah. Well, one thing
I'll make a good movie, Well, and the rest is history.
Exactly. I mean, one thing I'll tell you about the UK is that we get a lot of fog, especially around fall time.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: there was this one time when I was in Venice. I think it was I don't know if it was 2004 or 2003. One day we all woke up to do a gathering at the Salute for costumes and everything, and this fog just rolled in, completely covered the whole city of Venice. I kind of just looked and said to myself, "Is this Venice or is this Silent Hill right now?" I was expecting something to just pop out at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this movie is moving. Like, this movie's 90 minutes, and this movie's hauling ass. And again, that's all about that's pacing, right? There's pacing of the film.
You have to slow build up.
No filler.
Yeah, this is how movies were done back in the day, guys. What you see is what you get.
And this is pretty cool too, because kind of like holy shit, there's Laurie and Annie together.
Yeah, they're all together. Yeah, this is one of those moments. Uh-oh.
You know what would have been funny?
What?
If they're coming in. They're coming in. I'll get to it in a second.
Yeah,
they want their gold. Arrgh.
Yeah. Yep. They want that fucking gold right here, right now.
Yeah, my favorite shot of this movie, but my favorite shot is at the end. He looks up and the thumbnail hill, and they're all there. It's like, oh fuck! It's just such a great shot. So cool looking. The red eyes, because it's the first time in the whole movie you get a real good look at them.
Yeah, like I think during the lighthouse bit in a minute, I think you do get a good look at one of their faces. And it's not nice.
And it was quick, if I remember right. It's quick when you see it in the face.
Yeah, you blink, you miss it. Well,
we have shooting these monsters just like how he shot Michael. It's great. Don't see him really well. Keep it ambiguous.
Yep.
It's a good formula and it works. And the theme and the fog theme is great. And we've heard the theme throughout the movie, but I think we've heard it I love this here. Like, I'm gonna turn it up here so I can listen to it.
Oh,
dum 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 dum. Like, it's all covered, and you hear a lot of the Halloween. You can hear Halloween-ish stuff in there.
Yeah, I was saying that throughout the whole music score when we were watching this. I sensed it with.
It's great stuff. I love it. I love it. The intent is ramping up, and when the and I love how the priest is like, "Fuck this, I'm gone."
Yeah, he's like, "I'm out of here."
Now the fog theme, it's very Halloweenish, and it plays at the very end. We've already heard it, but it plays at the end.
Oh shit! I just saw that then.
Yeah, that shot of that ghost in the fog. Yeah.
Yeah, there they are. Look at this shit.
Oh, that's
he knows.
great. Look at that. Oh, that's
Wow. Dude.
so great. It's eerie. It's like what the fuck? Great job. Great job, guys. This is fucking great.
Man.
This is obviously done on the soundstage, but really well done. It's creepy
Red eyes, I
shit. Even by today's standards, it's creepy.
Yeah. Oh, you better be careful when you're on the top of that lighthouse. Don't you even dare fall, because that's one hell of a nasty fall into those
Yeah,
rocks.
she's climbing up, and this is a set too, but she's actually only about like 2 or 3 feet off
Yeah.
the ground.
This is the part where you get to see a real good look at that face. If I remember right, it happens here.
This sounds very Halloween 2-ish. This thing.
Oh, dude, those eyes!
I love those red eyes. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great shit. This is great. This movie's great.
And it's all
Come on, Tom
because
Selleck.
it's all because he wants that gold, man. He's saying, "Hey, come and get me."
I'm Father Malone. Take me now.
Yep. Oh shit! Here he comes. Come up the ladder.
Take me, you damn son of a bitch. Is that Harrison Ford? Yes.
Oh,
Get
that
off
thing's got-
my plane.
dude! That dead pirate's got a sickle. That thing will fuck you up. Did he get her?
Oh! Looks like he got her good too.
Got her in the shoulder.
Yeah, she does. Well, she got it in the neck.
There,
or
see?
in the shoulder.
Look at that face on that fucker.
Ah! What a shot! Oh, the worms and the ugh.
You can tell they're waterlogged when you see their dead green skin. So they've been under the water for a century. Man, that gold lit up. You better hope this works. It's your ass if it ain't. You know what? It's been a while since I've seen the remake. I might actually watch the remake again and compare the 9-day difference. But I do agree on one thing. This definitely deserves at least another shot of a remake or a legacy sequel to this. One of the two. And there they go. Just like that. Gone.
I love and they're just using light. They're just using bright light to shine to create. It's the light, the spirit. It's the entity. It's the ominous sort of the light. Just like what the fuck is that? You know, I can't see. It's too bright. You know,
Can't see a
you know,
damn thing. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, Lori. Can you imagine, Paul, if Annie right now turns to her and goes, imagine if Nancy turned to Jamie Lee Curtis and said, scoot another one away.
I'd feed her to the pirates if she did that.
That'd be amazing. That's a cute little callback for Halloween, though.
It would have been, yeah. Man, she almost got it by those pirates, man.
Yeah, they think they're gone. She's like, "Oh, it's over." False sense of security because you could do a sequel to this movie because it kind of like what
End
happened next,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Then of course Carpenter had no intention to do a sequel because again he designed this movie very much in the same way he designed Halloween. It's just an anthology piece. It's Hitchcockian. It's like Paul. Like you got the people from Halloween.
Yep.
And they're just doing a completely other Halloween movie as an anthology. You know, like this is like one of those anthology films that takes place on Halloween. It just got characters from Halloween in it.
Exactly. I mean, it could be done.
Tom fucking Atkins.
Tom motherfucking Atkins.
That should be his name in the credits. Tom motherfucking Atkins.
Yep, that would definitely work.
But you see what I mean, Paul? It's like you know, like this could be like this movie could have taken place in Halloween, you know, and this could have been a whole other. This could have been an anthology piece, you know.
Could have been. It absolutely could have been. I mean, Carpenter did like his Apocalypse trilogy, wasn't it? You know, The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and Mouth of Madness, which I've yet to see.
Nice little monologue by Adrian Barbeau here.
Yeah, even she knows it's probably not over. Excuse me. That's a drink saying hello.
Hang on.
You might be a second ahead of me, but that's okay.
Look for the fog. It is out there. It is out there. Look for the fog. And I love this. He goes back. I'm gonna pump up the volume. I'm gonna pump up the volume here when they play the theme here.
Yeah.
It's for the audience. It's for the audience.
I remember this ending made me jump when I was a kid.
I just love the theme. Now, most of us have seen the fog here, but the Carpenter did the music for the fog as well.
Yeah.
But the fog theme is great. Halloween theme is great. It's classic, but the fog theme has a little bit of Halloween vibe to it.
Oh yeah.
Here it comes.
Here comes that fog again.
It's coming. Got the volume all the way up, folks.
Shit.
That fucking fog theme.
That fog is coming back.
Fog theme.
Oh, dude, they're not done with you.
Now watch this. Watch this. Hang on.
Takes his fucking head right off.
Look at that. Fucking great.
Took his fucking head right off, dude. Holy shit.
Yes.
Tell you what,
baby. Yes.
James, you're gonna go first because I gotta use the bathroom, and I'll drop my 2 cents in when I come back. But that theme song, fucking awesome movie. I'll explain more.
The theme, very Halloweeny.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, see, there's not a lot of depths in this movie. Not a lot of depths. Yes, love the theme. Yeah, this is a great movie. Really enjoyed it. I mean, it's a classic. I mean, when I think of my top 5 Carpenter movies, obviously Halloween's my favorite, but I always go. But you gotta go with They Live, The Fog, and They Live, The Fog, The Thing. You know, like that's John Carpenter at his best. You know, either Big Trouble in Little China, maybe Escape from New York. I don't know. I dance around it, man. It's some really good stuff. It's kind of crazy, but this is a great movie. This is a great movie. I just love the cast. I love the mood. I love the atmosphere. I love how John, you know, directs the monsters on this. You know, like very much how he directed Michael Myers. I love the ending there, the false sense of security. It's just fantastic. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. And like I said all throughout this film, that, you know, there's potential for actual good remake of this. It can be done. For an actual true legit remake. But I also love the fact, you know, that it's more of an ensemble piece. Like, I mean, you can kind of, I guess you kind of say Adrian Barbeau is like the star of the movie, but it's like different people like involved with the story. And does the ending kind of like how he did with, of course, there was never going to be a sequel. Carpenter didn't intend on it, but yeah, this is a great movie. I think it's a really good follow-up to Halloween. Everybody did really well. I love the mood, of the tension, of the cinematography. It's a great movie. It's a great Ghost Story by John Carpenter, and I believe it's a John Carpenter film. I believe deserves to be more talked about. Paul?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, like, this is a movie that really doesn't quite get the flowers it deserves from a lot of people, but for those who know about the movie and have seen the movie since it came out, I mean, this movie, it's a very underrated ghost movie, but I think it's probably one of the finest ghost movies that I've seen in the 41 years that I've been alive on this earth. John Carpenter knows how to really set the scene for a movie. The way this movie built up was so good. How it's like that slow tension build, like things start off small, and then you see glimpses of this stuff, and then during the third act, things just got wild and everything. I just love that. And the music score, John Carpenter again, definitely a master of his craft when it comes to directing the film, and of course, creating the perfect movie score that he puts together for it. And as for the pirates themselves, like, that's another thing that I really appreciate with this movie is that you do see them, but you don't get to see their detail in full. I mean, you catch a little glimpse here and there, but a lot of the times they're kept in the shadows, they're kept in the dark, and that's just one of the things that I just absolutely appreciate about it. The acting was good too, from the ensemble cast, like Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom motherfucking Actings. Just everybody in this movie did a damn good job. No matter how big or small their roles were, they were all on point. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew this also, but the guy that was playing Blake was actually the makeup effects guy, Rob Bottin. So I didn't realize that until I looked into it. Got a bit of sound crackling there. I'm just seeing what Chaz just said in the chat box while you fix that a minute. Says here that he loves listening to the commentary from John Carpenter and Kurt Russell on movies that they've worked on, like The Thing and The Skate. Yeah. They're
those commentaries are great.
Which one would you say would be their best one that Kurt Russell and John Carpenter did? I'm probably going to say The Thing.
I thought The Thing was hilarious, their commentary.
Yeah, their commentary was great. Escape from New York, I think, would be coming a close second. But yeah, man, like, this is actually a really cool movie. And this is one of those
damn good movie.
Yeah. And the way it ended, I know he never did a sequel. We ended up getting a remake a couple years later. I get that, but I do feel like if you get the right people involved in making it, get the right cast members, get the right studio, you could see this possibly getting a legacy sequel that takes place.
Like I said, there's potential.
It can be done. You just need someone to be like, yeah, let's do it. But I think the people that own the IP now, which I'm guessing is Revolution Studios and Columbia Pictures because of the remake that came out 20 years ago. So, like I said, just get the people involved, and there is potential for this to either have a remake, but I mean, you could do a remake, but personally, dude, I think it would be better if they did a follow-up to it, if done properly. That's my take on that. But all man, again, James has pretty much said everything I wanted to say about this, but I'll just say it anyway. It's a fucking classic, underrated John Carpenter movie that I feel people should definitely check out and should be talked about a lot more, because this is one of those master classes on how to do a very suspenseful ghost film. So, yeah, 10 out of 10.
Agreed. And before we get started with the movie news, we're gonna take a quick commercial break as Paul gets that stuff ready. And great movie. And here's get your prayer package. Everybody get your prayer package.
And I know sometimes people tell you need prayer and they're being sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. What you need right now is prayer. It's prayer. Prayer changes things. See, without prayer, this would be a piece of cloth. It would be rags. Without prayer, this would just be all in a bottle without prayer. It would just be soap with olive oil in it without prayer. But because of prayer, God's anointed is on it. And it's reaching out to you right now. I want you quickly. I want you ordering that personal pet package right now. Quickly, I want you to move out right now. Don't procrastinate this. Don't put it off. I want you ordering that personal pet package right now. It's our point of contact between you, God, and myself, and God is going to use it to cause the God's anointing is on that personal prayer package, just like his anointing is on me to pray and to help hurting people.
Okay. Well, anyway, someone just popped up.
That priest at the end could have used a prayer package, but go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, something just popped up on my news feed on IMDb, and I didn't even know about this. We're gonna have another Rambo film, but hold on, before you say anything, James, this is not a sequel. Stallone has no involvement in this one. This is gonna it's in pre-production right now. The plot is unknown, but apparently this is going to be a prequel set before First Blood, and it's going to be about Rambo's younger days in Vietnam. They already got somebody casted already. I'm just seeing who's involved in writing and directing this. Give me a second. Right. So the guy who's playing Rambo this time is a guy called, what's his name? Noah Centineo. Let me see what he's done. What have you done? I'm gonna show you his. I'm gonna give you his IMDb here in the chat, James, so you can have a look at what this guy looks like and see what you think about the idea of this, about this guy being a younger version of John Rambo. There you go. There's his IMDb profile. Now I'm looking at his information here. He was born in 1996, so he's gonna be 30 next year. What films have you done? Okay, so apparently, according to his credits here, predominantly he's been involved in, looks like, romantic comedies. He was in Black Adam, playing Atom Smasher. He was in an action movie called Warfare. I did watch that movie, funny enough. That was actually a pretty good war film. So apparently he's going to be playing Rambo here. I don't know much about him except for that one film that I did see him in. Now who's directing this? Let me see who's writing and directing this. We got two writers involved. Roy Haynes is in this. He's from England. What have you done? He was one of the writers of Black Adam. He did a film called TV series called The Informer. The one film he actually did a main film for was actually Black Adam. So this is actually his third film that he's involved writing in. Okay. Now who's directing this? Hang on. Jamal Hendler. What have you done? I think I've seen. Oh. James, have you seen an action movie called Sisu? That's Sisu. I don't know if you've ever seen. Your mic's off, by the way. Have you seen that movie, Sisu? Your mic's off. Well, the guy who did the Sisu movie, that's who's going to be directing the new Rambo film. And if you've not seen that action movie, Sisu, yeah, go on. Oh, hang on, the mic's on. I'll wait until James comes back on. But what I was trying to say is, yeah, if you guys have not seen Sisu, that's like a World War II version of John Wick. And there is a sequel for that coming this November. So I like who's involved in directing it, but what do you think, dude? Hold on, I think he's having mic troubles here. Okay, Wally's still there, man? I'm just seeing his indicators. Mic says off, and then it goes on. All right, well, while I do that, I'll I'll drop some more movie news here while we get this fixed up. Right. So that's the first bit of news. We're gonna have a new Rambo movie, which is currently in pre-production. Don't know anything else besides that little synopsis, and we only know who's being casted as Rambo so far. And the guy who directed the Sisu movies is directing it. So I reckon that movie's gonna be pretty fucking crazy in terms of its action and everything. James just disappeared on the chat. It's probably his internet, but we'll get that sorted. Anyway, movie news. What do we got here? We got something here involving the director talking about the upcoming Conjuring Last Rites movie, saying here that the director stayed true to the real life Shamil haunting interview. Okay, let's have a little read of this a minute. Give me a second. Okay, so the guy who's directing the Conjuring Last Rites, he also did the Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and he also did Nun 2. He's currently getting ready to promote the next Conjuring movie, which I did do some reading into it, is that this Conjuring movie, not only is it from what I've been hearing, not only is it the final movie in the Conjuring main series, but I think they're saying it might be also the final movie in the entire Conjuring universe. I think they might be making some more at some point, but I don't know if they will continue that. So yeah, anyway, yeah, that's going to be coming out on the 5th of September, and it draws inspiration from the real life Shamal family haunting for the case that sees Patrick Wilson and Vera making their final bow as paranormal investigators couple Ed and Lorraine Warren. Considering they'll be joined by Mia Thomason and Ben Hardy, who portray Ed and Lorraine's daughter, Judy Wallen, and her boyfriend, and Tony Spurrier, it's safe to say that that this particular haunting gets very personal for the Warners. The haunting is also one of the most sensationalized and most well-known of the Warrens' real-life case files. It was so documented, including the 1991 made-for-TV film, and it makes it trickier when it comes to keeping an audience on its toes and crafting a nightmarish surprise. So when approaching the horror of Conjuring Last Rites, the haunting itself, the director turned to a primary source of the final chapter's central case, which in this case was the Samaro case that we actually worked with they actually worked with the Samaro sisters to bring this movie to the big screen. So they actually worked with the people that were involved, the actual family that was actually involved in this case. So that's why they tried to ground it in their experiences based on the things that they had gone through. So it's not going to be like, it'll be, I guess, in a way, somewhat sensationalized for the Hollywood side of making it more, dramatic with the scary effects and everything. But this one, they say, it feels more grounded, primarily because of they've actually working with the people that's involved in this particular project that's going on right now. So yeah, for anybody who wants to see that new Conjuring movie, that's going to be dropping on the 5th of September. This is the 4th and final movie in the main Conjuring series. Whether it's the final movie of the entire Conjuring universe, that remains to be seen. But the way it stands right now, this one's definitely going to be it. So if anybody's ready to see this final ride, that's going to be dropping on the 5th of September. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, we got something here. Got a first look at something here. Some new horror movie by Neon Studios. It's from the director of Oddity. It's called Hooknum. It's first look. Adam Scott stars in a neon horror movie from the director of Oddity. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so a horror novelist visits a remote Irish inn to spread his parents' ashes, unaware the place is rumored to be haunted by a witch. And that's the plot synopsis of this movie, Hooknum. Hooknum, I think it's what I hope I said that. Oh, fuck it, you get the idea. But yeah, it's a new horror movie from Neon Studios, and it's from the director of Oddity, Damien McCaffrey. Adam Scott, who was in Krampus and Severance, stars in this movie. And Neon has shared a first look image of this movie this afternoon, and you can check out some of the images on there as well. Spooky Pictures founders Roy Lee, who did Barbarian, Steven Scheidner, who did Strange Darling, produced alongside images by Nathan Derrick. Yeah. So that's pretty much the plot synopsis of this movie. There's no I don't see anything about a release date yet. I'm gonna go on IMDb and see if there is some kind of confirmed release date, and I can tell you right there and then. Give me a second. HOKUM. Right, here we go. No, there's no release date yet, but apparently it's currently in post production. So they've already finished this movie. So I reckon they'll probably drop a trailer for it maybe around probably around end of this year or early 2026. But that's going to be dropping pretty soon. I see James is back in the chat screen here, folks. Oh wait, so I'll ask James again. James, what's your thoughts on the idea of this new Rambo movie with the director of Sisu involved in it?
Well, here you go.
Go to jail. That's what happened.
This is some bullshit.
You all right?
As you probably guessed, guys, James is not really fond on prequels. I don't mind prequels as long as they're done good, but the idea that they're doing a Rambo prequel, I don't know. I'll probably will go see it, and I'll probably let James know what I think of it afterwards. We'll probably put it on a future podcast or something. But yeah, like I said, I do have a bit of hope for it because of who's involved in making it, because I know the kind of movie it's going to be. So we'll have to wait and see. All right. Anyway, more movie news. What do we got here? Shudder's season of Screams is got the full lineup, and it's going to be their biggest ever Halloween event. Let me see what they got here. I think that's like a Halloween event. Because as you know, for anyone who doesn't know, guys, this year is the 10th anniversary of Shudder, which is like the Netflix of horror films, where I am especially. And if you weren't expecting the all horror streaming service to go all out for Halloween this year, then you were right on the money. So apparently they've got a whole bunch of movies they're going to be showing on their streaming platform. So starting on September 1st, they're calling it the biggest programming event in their 10-year history of the platform. Straight from Shudder, here's everything we need to know. The 4-month celebration of Fear rounds out as the streamer's 10th anniversary with the best in horror will spotlight popular franchises from films like Record to 28 Weeks Later, The Blair Witch Project, and they'll bring an all-new ghoul log of Shudder's popular Halloween hotline with movie recommendations. Shudder's head of programming, Samuel Zimmerman. Shudder features highly anticipated films such as Dangerous Animals. That's that shark movie that Jai Courtney was in, which I think is going to be dropping on Blu-ray in about a week or two. There's also going to be a new installment of the horror anthology VHS, which is going to be called VHS Halloween. That'll be the 8th one in the series. I've got all 7. I don't know if James has seen any of those VHS films. Have you seen any of those VHS movies, James?
I don't think so, no.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you like horror anthologies like Creepshow and that and found footage type stuff, you definitely like VHS. There's been 7 movies in the series so far. They got a couple of well-known directors and horror directors that put together these like little anthology clips, and some of them are pretty fucking wild, dude. Like my favorite one for me would be, well, one of my favorites was VHS 2, and one of the anthology clips on there was involving this like cult. And I think it was directed by the guy who did the Raid movies. It was just fucking wild. And I think another one that I enjoyed was on VHS 94. And it was like a sci-fi-ish horror thing. And it was directed by the guy who did the Night Comes For Us. But yeah, ever since Shudder took over, they've been punching out a VHS movie each year since the 4th one. So yeah, there's going to be another one dropping on end of October, which is going to be a Halloween themed one. So that should be good. And they also got the found footage breakout hits House of Eden and Hell House LCC Lineage, as well as some new seasons of the Ballett Brothers Dracula Titans, the Creep tapes, and a Halloween special with Joe Bob Splatter Weens featuring legendary rock band Gwar. Oh, Gwar. Okay. That I need to see. There's going to be some new films series join Shudder's extensive library, including the 1935 classic Bride of Frankenstein. And for anybody who doesn't know, there's going to be a newer version of Bride of Frankenstein coming out sometime next year. I think it's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal as well. I read a little bit into it. I'm gonna see if I can find some news on that. If I can't find it here for this week, I'll definitely dig up more about it later on in the next episode. It's also going to be featuring some Hitchcock movies like The Birds, Rear Window, Vertigo, and of course, Psycho, which is celebrating its 65th year this year, by the way, guys. And of course, TV series like Bitten and Hemlock Grove. So there's going to be a whole fucking list of stuff happening. There's even going to be a Day of the Dead watch party happening on the 1st of November. So, oh yeah, don't forget we got the Fangoria Chainsaw Awards that's dropping in October. I think Shudder's going to be viewing that live. So, yeah, they got a whole bunch of watch parties set up and everything. So definitely keep an eye on your watch list on Shudder, guys, because they're gonna be dropping a whole heap of new stuff coming out and of course a handful of classics too. What's this? Osgood Perkins has announced a new film called The Young People, starring Lola Tung and Nico Parker. After 3 movies in less than 2 years, I mean, Osgood Perkins shows no signs of slowing down. I mean, he did Longlegs, which was the highest grossing independent film of last year. He followed it up with Stephen King's adaptation of The Monkey. His next movie was called The Keeper, which is coming out on the 14th of November. So now he's got another one already announced, which is coming out. He's already got like the early stages of the script, and it's called Young People. So we don't know what the story of that's going to be just yet, but yeah, it looks like Osgood Perkins has been on a roll lately, and it's also the rumor I've been hearing is that he's in talks. I don't know if the talks are still happening, but it seems like he seems to be the number one pick to try and revive the Texas Chainsaw movies. I would have had Rob Zombie do it, but I think Osgood Perkins could probably do a good job if you let him do it the way he wants to do it. Let him have that creative control to go all out with it, like he's done with his last couple of movies. So I could see that happening. I mean, it could be a good one. We got a sequel for Violent Night coming out. I don't know if you ever saw the first Violent Night movie, dude. It was like a Christmas Die Hard film. It had Santa Claus trying to stop this family being overrun by the people that like held them hostage. But that's going to be another one of that coming out. And 2 new cast members have signed up for it. Kirsten Bell and Daniela Manshore is going to be involved in it. That's going to be dropping on the 4th of December next year. David Harbour will be back as Santa again, of course. I saw the first movie when it came out a couple years ago, and I thought it was actually a pretty cool action comedy, pretty gory one too. And I think it was directed by the guy who did the Dead Snow movies. So that's going to be another good one to see. And of course, there's nothing wrong with seeing a Christmas movie that's a little bit different. I mean, after all, we've seen films like Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night, and of course Violent Night, Terrifier 3. You could add as a Christmas movie if you want to, and of course we got another remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night coming this year, and now we got Violent Night 2 dropping next December. So there's another one there for you folks to keep an eye out for. A teaser trailer has been dropped for VHS Halloween. Oh, I'm gonna have to have a look at that later. Oh, okay. Now this is a little bit interesting here, dude. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, we've got a movie coming out later this year. It's like a supernatural movie that's being told from the perspective of a dog, which is called Good Boy. And that movie has been making a shitload of waves, especially with the trailer. I mean, the trailer went viral, and because of the trailer going viral, now it's going to have a major cinema run. Now, apparently, there's going to be another horror movie that's going to be told from a dog's point of view. It's called Howl at the Dead. Let me read into this a bit more. Hold on. Okay, so hang on. So yeah, Good Boy. Howl at the Dead also takes the approach of telling a haunted house story from the perspective of a dog, including a dog and a cat and a talking parrot. It's described as a getaway Amblin-style horror short. Oh, it's a short film. Okay. It premiered at the Screamfest 2 years ago, and that 8-minute short film ended up online. Oh, I thought it was going to be a full movie, but it looks like it just got released on YouTube. You can watch it here. I'm gonna give James the link to the short film so he can have a look at it. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it in your chat box, by the way, dude. But yeah, it seems like ever since the buzz about that Good Boy movie came out, now there's other movies coming out that have, or short films that have that same similar style that's going on right now. So that could be something to keep an eye out for there too, folks. I'm gonna probably watch that later when I get off the air. I'll put it on my bookmark. I just saw something here. I'm trying to fucking find it. Where is it? Oh, okay. Scream Factory celebrates the 13th anniversary of a 4K restoration screening of Day of the Dead. Okay, cool. I still need to get a 4K copy of Day of the Dead as well. Oh yeah, this one's been creating a bit of a buzz for me when I saw the trailer for this. I don't know if James has ever heard of this old movie series that came out back in the 80s. It was produced by Roger Corman. James, have you heard or seen a sword and sorcery movie series called Deathstalker?
Heard of it.
Yeah. Well, we got a reboot coming out, which is going to be dropping this October. They just recently released a trailer for it, which I saw yesterday, and it does look really damn cool. It's being directed by the guy who did The Void and Psycho Gorman. If you haven't seen Psycho Gorman, that's a fucking hilarious movie. And if you've seen The Void, we actually did a watch along of The Void at the start of this year. But yeah, this movie's going to be gonna have a reboot. It's being directed by that guy. Expect a lot of monsters, gore, and practical effects. And I did see the trailer for it, man. It does look pretty damn cool. I'll send you the trailer for it in a minute. But yeah, according to the article here on Blood Disgusting, they're saying that Steve Kotansky, that's the guy who directed it, may be one of the most purely entertaining filmmakers of our time, and he's back with this Halloween season with a new movie reboot of Deathstalker, which is based on the Roger Corman cult classic. Shout Studios will be bringing the sword and sorcery film to theaters on October 10th, and they did drop a trailer for it not too long ago, which I did watch, and it was actually pretty good. The guy that's playing Deathstalker is Daniel Bernard, who was in John Wick and Nobody. I think he was actually one of the Sentinel agents in the Matrix film, so he's going to be playing the title character. This is the official synopsis. I hope I can say the name of this place right, otherwise I'm gonna shoot myself. No, I'm just kidding. The kingdom of Abraxon is under siege from the Dreadities, a mysterious horde of warriors whose sudden appearance are rumored to foretell the return of the Necronomicon, an ancient sorcerer long thought dead. Such times of chaos are times of fortune for men like Deathstalker, who, having broken ties with all guilds and banners now in existence from the spoils recovered from the wake of the Dreadities' attacks. The story begins when Deathstalker unknowingly recovers an enchanted amulet from a corpse-ridden battlefield and finds himself cursed by an arcane magic. Now pursued by a monstrous clan of assassins at the behest of the Desert Scourge, Deathstalker is forced into a perilous quest to reverse the curse and rid the realm of evil. So there's your plot synopsis. And I've seen the trailer for it, guys. And if you haven't, you should definitely check it out. Like I said, it's being directed by the guy who did The Void and Psycho Gorman. And I found out that one of the producers of this movie, dude, believe it or not, is the guitarist from Guns N' Roses, Slash. Now, when I found out, I was like, oh, he's producing movies now? Okay, cool. And, of course, it's got the classic musical theme on there. There's a trailer for you, James, if you want to check that out. It's in your chat box. If you guys want to see that trailer, I would say check it out. I remember seeing the original movie years ago when I was a kid on one of my parents' movies night. And if I remember correctly, I think there was 4 movies in the original series. The first one came out in 83. Second one was in 87. I didn't see the first one very much. I remember seeing the second one a little more because that was my favorite entry in the series. Part 3, I didn't go much on. Part 4, from what I've been told. So I didn't watch 3 or 4 that much. But it's nice to see that, they're bringing back the old classics like this. And plus with a guy like Steve Kotansky, who's involved in directing it, the movie's going to be crazy as anything. And another good thing about this, and I know James will probably like the idea of this, is that this movie will feature old school practical effects. There is a little bit of CG for some of the stuff in like the backgrounds and sceneries and everything, yes. But the movie is going to be primarily old school effects with the creature makeups and the prosthetic effects and everything like that. The stop motion animation and also from Action Pants effects shops. So it's going to be done the old school way, and it's going to be hitting the cinemas on the 10th of October. And it's being released by, again, Shout Studios, and it looks like Hangar 18 and Raven Banner is involved in it. If you don't know who Raven Banner is, guys, that's the same studio that brought out The Sadness and a couple other movies not too long ago. But a new Deathstalker movie. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and check that out. What do we got here? There's an exclusive 10-minute clip from the I Know What You Did Last Summer. Whatever. I didn't go much on the new one, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta read this one just for the fucking hell of it. Steve Ogg, the guy who played Trevor Phillips in Grand Theft Auto, and he was also the guy that played Simon as Negan's right-hand man on The Walking Dead. He's gonna be in some monster horror comedy, which involves a toilet monster. It's called Scared Shitless. That is the name of the movie, folks. You've heard that correctly from me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna read this. Let me read this. I don't mind seeing some schlocky movies, but anyway, yeah. Blue Fox Entertainment releases Scared Shitless in the cinemas, and it'll be released digitally on the 3rd of October this year. In the film, Don, a blue-collar plumber, and Sonny, his germophobic son, are forced to take care of one another after the death of Sonny's mom. To help Sonny overcome his germophobia, Don drags him out on a routine house call where they encounter the plumber's worst nightmare, a vicious killer creature that's swimming through the pipes and killing the building's tenants in increasingly grisly fashion. So this thing kills you while you're having a shit. Okay. Yeah, Steve Ogg's in this. Chelsea Clark's in this. Mark McKinley's in this. It's being directed by I can't read that fucking name. It's hard to pronounce. But it looks like this movie is going to feature a lot of crazy shit. From the opening frame to the post-credit tease, the overall vision of Scared Shitless is a contemporary spin on the classic Monster in the House horror genre that oozes 80s and 90s VHS shocker, complete with handcrafted practical effects, really written dark comic elements, and the tone is a balancing act of jump out your seat scares, laugh out loudest pieces, and blood splattering gore, all while keeping the audience entertained and engaged in the conflict. Now, James, you're going to think I'm fucking crazy when I say this, but this might be a fun movie to check out. I know the premise sounds fucked up, but I think this is something we should at least check out just to see how it goes. I mean, it sounds schlocky as hell, but I'm all for it.
Leave me out of this.
Kind of reminds me of.
Leave me out of this, bro. Look, I understand. Okay, it may be fun.
I'm looking at the image with this monster. It does look pretty fucking wild. Hang on. I'll get you the link. I would show the trailer, but apparently the trailer doesn't seem to be available right now. It was, but it ain't. I mean, it kind of reminds me of some of those trauma movies I've seen, or something I've seen that's kind of schlocky. But yeah, there it is. That's the only image I've got so far. Let me see if I can find any more. I'll go on IMDb a minute. Give me a second. I mean, dude, we could do worse. I mean, we fucking done Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey for shit's sake.
Not impressed.
Well, we'll probably see how it goes. I mean,
I'm not impressed. I'm not, brother. I'm not gonna. But listen, man, I just watched a fantastic horror film with weapons, bro. I'm not, bro. And I just got to watch The Fog, man. Bro.
This is kind of shit we do. Sometimes we pick out some really good classics, and sometimes we see these new out there fucking movies.
This movie gonna be some straight bullshit, bro. You know it, bro.
I know, but hey, there's no harm in watching something that's gonna be like make us think like, what the fuck is that? We've done worse. Surely it can't be any worse than this, can it? Well, another thing as well. To be fair, the movie's only 76 minutes.
Did you say there was a movie about a killer tire?
Yes, I remember that fucking movie. It was called Rubber.
Okay.
I remember that.
All right. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I remember that movie. So, I mean, if we've seen films like that, I mean, it can't hurt to do this. It ain't going to kill us after all. I mean, come on. All right. Anyway, let's get back on point. Let's see if there's any more movie news here. Hang on. Kill a fucking monster in the toilet, man. I've seen it all, man. Well, at least look on the bright side. Septic Man's worse. I'll leave it at that. But anyway, yeah, Bride of Frankenstein. I was telling you about this earlier. Yeah, it's being rated R for nudity and bloody violence. This is this new one I was saying about. Yeah, the director Maggie Gyllenhaal is going to be doing a reboot of Bride of Frankenstein, which is going to be released by Warner Brothers. It's going to be out next March. Christian Bale is going to be Frankenstein, and Jessie Buckley is going to be the bride. Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be in this too. The upcoming film sees a lonely Frankenstein travel to 1930 Chicago to seek the aid of a doctor in creating a companion for himself. The two reinvigorate a murdered young woman, and the bride is born. She is beyond what either of them intend, integrating a combustible romance and the alteration and the attention of the police, and a wild and radical social move. Ooh, fucking hell. Penelope Cruz is going to be in it. Peter Sarsgaard's going to be in it. Annette Bening's in it. Hey, this is a solid cast. Okay. So this is going to be a reboot of the 1935 horror classic Bride of Frankenstein. If you guys haven't seen that, where the hell have you been? And I know they did a spoof of it with Bride of Chucky, but you know how that one goes. That's going to be that's going to be dropping on the 6th of March. That could be worth looking into. Is there a trailer for this? No trailer just yet, but there's a strong cast in there, and it's being directed by Jake Gyllenhaal's sister, Maggie. So that could be worth a watch. Oh yeah, and speaking of Frankenstein, James, I don't know if you caught this. I think it's out either this September or October, but Guillermo del Toro is releasing his version of Frankenstein on Netflix. Did you see the trailer for that one? I think they released it a couple months ago.
Which one?
Frankenstein. It's a Netflix one. Hey,
no,
let me see.
I didn't.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it, and I'll send it to you. Hold on. Because I saw the trailer for it not too long ago, and I remember looking at it thinking, holy shit, this actually looks pretty fucking solid. Yeah, the trailer got released 2 months ago on Netflix, and this is going to be, like I said, this is going to be a straight to Netflix joint. But from what I've seen, dude, it looks pretty promising. And if you got Guillermo del Toro directing it, you know what kind of movie it's going to be. But there it is, dude. Trailer's right there in your chat box. Let me see if I can get some IMDb news on it. I'll tell you what the running time's going to be, what the age rating's going to be. I hope it's R-rated because I can't see Frankenstein being any other way. Hold on. Come on, you bitch. Okay. I'm looking at it right now. Whoa, shit. Dude, listen to this. Right. The movie's going to be dropping on Netflix on the 17th of November. However, it will get a selected cinema run on the 17th of October. The movie is R-rated. Let me see what it got an R rating for. It's got an R rating for strong, bloody violence and grisly image. And Jesus, dude, this movie is 2.5 hours long. So that's 150 minutes. Who's starring in this? I think you might like this cast, dude. Christopher Waltz is in it. Mia Goth is in it. Oscar Isaacs, Charles Dance, Ralph Ensign,
That
Bern
sounds
Gurman,
good.
Oh, dude, this cast reads like a fucking who's who. Jacob Eldery is going to be Frankenstein. And Mia Goth's going to be Elizabeth. All right, dude. This is a solid cast. I know it's a Netflix movie, but I'm looking at some of these images that IMDb's put out there. God damn, dude, this looks good. It's definitely a Guillermo del Toro movie. I'm going to send you the IMDb link. Here we come. Go look at the photos on that, man. Check it out. See what you think. So we got, damn, Frankenstein's going to be having a Netflix run this year, and then it's going to get a cinema run next year with Bride of Frankenstein. Dude, Frankenstein's going to have a movie presence this year and next year, man. We got some fucking heavy hitters involved in this too. This could be a good one right here. I think they're onto something with this. Okay, let me find some more news. There's got to be. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay. You remember a little old movie called Ready or Not, don't you? For anybody out there, and you, James.
Oh yeah.
Well, we got a sequel coming. It takes place immediately after the original film, and it deepens the mythology. Samantha Weaving's going to be back in it. Elijah Wood's going to be in this one. He's been penned in to do the cast of this, and after all, his next movie that's going to be coming out is the reboot of Toxic Avenger. He's going to be in that too. So the movie is going to be called Ready or Not 2: Here I Come, which will expand on the mythology hinted at the 2019 original. Once again, Radio Silence is going to be involved in writing and directing this. Samantha Weaving is going to be back in this movie, and it takes place immediately after the events of the first movie. This movie is going to be dropping on the 10th of April next year. Who else is in this? Oh, shit, dude. Listen to this cast. You ready? Catherine Newton, Kevin Durand, David Cronenberg, Elijah Wood, and Sarah Michelle Gellar is in this. That's a solid cast. I mean, I did see the original Ready or Not movie. That movie was pretty damn fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how I was quite surprised that they're even going to do another one. But I'm definitely down for seeing that. We got some. I think there was some Toxic Avenger news I just saw here as well. I'm going to read this as well. I don't know what you think of this news. Yeah, the Toxic Avenger partners with undue medical debt to erase at least $500 million in medical debt. What's this about? Hang on, what's this going on here? Okay, in the final week of marketing and promotion, the Toxic Avenger and the team here at Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting has decided to do something a little different. Rather than spending the rest of their marketing budget on a stunt or a campaign, they decided instead to join forces with a non-profit undue medical debt for a much more important cause. When director McCon Blair and Toxic Avenger storms into theaters this weekend, he won't just be melting faces on screen. He'll also be melting the medical debt in real life. Apparently, it says here that hang on. In this fresh new take on Trauma's cult classic arriving this Friday, Toxie has his life upended by an unexpected medical debt, and it's for that reason that they're working with undue medical debt to quite literally erase medical debt for real people. At least $5 million in medical debt gets erased no matter what, and for every $1 million this movie makes at the box office, another $1 million in debt will go up in Toxic Smoke. Dude, what do you think of that? So every time this movie makes a bit of money at the box office, they're going to put it towards that cause to erase some medical debts for some people, helping families out. That's. Do you know any other film studios or promotions that do that kind of thing? That's pretty fucking noble of them. What do you think of that? I'll put it in the chat box for you so you can have a look.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds cool.
That's pretty fucking noble of them. So, guys, if you guys want to, keep in mind, guys, if you go and see Toxic Avenger, just know that the box office that the movie makes goes towards helping clear some medical debts for some people over there. That's a pretty noble cause right there. I mean, hey, hats off to Cineverse, hats off to Blood Disgusting and the people involved in this Toxic Avenger movie. That's pretty fucking cool of them to do something like that. That is really cool of them. Hats off to them, man. I appreciate that. Okay, what do we got here? Reviews, nothing much there. I did read something on the video game side of news. I think it was about Hellraiser. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it on Bloody Disgusting. Or maybe it is on Bloody Disgusting. Let me check Bloody Disgusting a second. Because it involves Hellraiser, and I did read a little bit into it because I heard that at the Gamescom event, they somebody got the chance to play a hands-on demo of the game, and they did say what they thought of it. I'm just trying to see if I can find it. Hold on, because I did read it. Where the fuck is it? Okay, hang on. It's not on Bloody Disgusting. Let me Google this up. Hellraiser revival. Right. News. Oh, listen to this. Clive Barker's Hellraiser's revival developers provide vomit bags for people who were playing the demo. Yeah, I did read into this. Apparently this game is really going to push the boundaries of the video game's Adrian. Like they're really pushing it, bro. Apparently they're saying that this game is following the stealthy footsteps of Alien Isolation. Imagine that. Alien Isolation style gameplay, but in a Hellraiser universe. Ooh. I can imagine what kind of game this is going to be. All right, anyway, here's an article from IGN. I'll read it a little bit what it says here. Hellraiser Revival is Resident Evil for sickos, the tagline says. Well, that's okay. I'm a sick fuck anyway. I don't mind seeing stuff like that. All right, anyway. It says here that this game will literally push the boundaries of how far this game is going to go in terms of the gore, the torture scenes, the horror elements of this. Dude, I'll be lucky if this game even gets away with a fucking M rating or an 18 over here. But I mean, what do you expect? I mean, it's Hellraiser. They're capturing the guys who are making this game. They have captured the essence of this game, of the series, right down to the T. Because if you guys have read the Hellraiser books and if you've seen the original Hellraiser films, you know this they don't fuck around with the stuff that happens on there. They don't skimp on the horror. So it's nice to see that this game is going to play along those lines. But the fact that they're now going to give it that like Alien Isolation treatment to it, I mean, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, like I said, I know that we got the Halloween video game coming out, and they say, I know James was saying to me a while back that it is going to have a single player story mode to it. Now, that's cool and all, but I still say this again. My problem and my concern with the Halloween game is that yes, you do have the single player story to it, but my concern is it might be confined within the multiplayer structure. So that's the one concern I have with that Halloween game. I hope I'm wrong, but this is why I'm more excited for Hellraiser than Halloween, because Hellraiser is specifically designed to be a single player horror immersive experience type game, whereas Halloween, yes, it does have a single player element to it, which I need to read more into, but because of who's involved in making it, it will have that like that Friday the 13th Texas Chainsaw feel to it, because the guys who made this game are the same people who did those two games. So that's why I have this like reservation of doubt for it. But again, I will find out. I mean, I know James is looking forward to seeing Halloween, the video game. I know he's probably going to play it, and he'll probably let me know what he thinks of it. And he knows I'm going to be playing Hellraiser, and I'm going to let him know what I think of it. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But the article's there for you in the chat box, James, when it comes to that Hellraiser video game. But it sounds like, from what I'm reading, they really are going to push the boundaries of what you see in a video game. Like they're really going there with it. I'll be lucky. I'll be very surprised if this game gets an M rating and not an AC and not an AO adults only rating. Because if it gets an adults only rating, you can forget about it being on consoles. It won't fucking happen. So, and I won't be able to stream it on Twitch because Twitch won't allow fucking AO rated games. So hopefully they can push it as far as they can take it, as long as it keeps within the rating that people will accept it for. But hey, man, the more I read into this and the more I'm hearing about it, the more excited I am to play it. Like, man, we're gonna have to wait and see. But it says here that Revival is certainly off to a strong start in terms of creating an oppressive tone. Well, that's one of the taglines I'm reading here. We'll have to wait and see. You want to drop your thoughts on that one?
Oh no. Just go ahead.
Yeah. I'm just seeing what else we got going on here. Any more movie news? Nope. That's nothing on that one. I'll find one more. I'm going to scroll down at least a week because some of the news might be still relevant because there's a couple here that I'm looking at, but they're mostly showing like screenshots of film clips that's coming out and whatever. There was a few bits of news here and there, but I'm just going to scroll down to at least 7 days because a lot of this stuff is from a day ago. Oh, 2 days ago, we got some Terrifier 4 news. Now, this I'm looking forward to. As you guys may know, filming is going to start for this in September, and they've been hinting that the movie is going to be explaining his origins. But anyway, it says here Damien Leone is still working on the script for the hotly anticipated Terrifier 4, and he has spilled just a few little more bits of information in a conversation with Collider this week. It says here that we've seen Art the Clown do a whole lot of killing across 3 movies in Damien Leone's gory Terrifier franchise, but we still know very little about the character. Yeah, that's true. We don't know an awful lot about this guy. That's the one thing that I think a lot of people seem to always bring up when it comes to these films. And how he came to be this nightmare he is today. So Leone had recently promised that the upcoming Terrifier 4, however, will finally reveal Art's origins, likely in the first 15 minutes of the film. He speaks a little more about in this chat with Collider. He explains that the outlet that he's afraid to peel back the curtain too far, but he can indeed expect some answers in Terrifier 4. And he's also has also confirmed that this movie will be the final Terrifier movie in the series. This is going to be his last hurrah. And he's also described that this movie is basically going to be Terrifier 2 on steroids. And you remember, even though we enjoyed Terrifier 3, I think a lot of us can probably agree that Terrifier 2 might be the best one in the series so far. Part 3 is definitely the more financially successful. Yes, it has some fucking crazy kills, but Terrifier 2, I felt for me was the best one so far. Yeah, he says here he loves the mystique. Leone explains that the most important part is that even if people don't realize it because they're just so hungry to know what the deal is, I think a lot of people don't realize that he works so well is because of his mystique. If you pull the curtain back too far, you'll lose that mystique. So it's basically for him, it's like a fine line between how much he wants to show us in terms of his backstory and how far he wants to take it. So you want to reveal just enough to be like, okay, now I know why he's like he is, but you don't want to go too far back because you don't want to take away that mystique from him too much. But that, I think that's be the safe assumption to put on there, I guess. So he does promise a lot of answers, maybe to a fault. The script for Terrifier 4 is underway and it's shaping up to be the most epic and horrifying, thriller, emotionally satisfying conclusion to the whole entire series. Lauren Lavera is going to be back in it. David Howard Thornton once again as Art the Clown. But they say that film is going to start in September. As far as the release date goes, I think the safe bet would probably be next October. I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to share this link for James in the chat box to see, so he can have a little ganders of what's going on here. Hang on, Connor's just sent me, a friend of mine's just sent me something on Hellraiser. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, dude. Hang on. But yeah, that's that news on Terrifier 4. Let me see if there's one more piece of news, and then that probably might do it. Oh, my thing just reset back to the. Oh, I gotta scroll down again. Okay, hold on. Any more news? Oh yeah, TV series news. We got two TV series involving serial killers dropping. We got one that's happening on Peacock called Devil in Disguise, which is about John Wayne Gacy. Michael Curious is going to be playing the title character. That's going to be worth checking out. And on Netflix, I think it's in October it's going to happen. But you know the guy who did the Netflix Monsters TV series, he did that one with Jeffrey Dahmer, and then he did the one with those twins. Well, he's got another one coming out in October, and this one's going to be about Ed Gein. And the guy who's playing Ed Gein, interestingly enough, is Charlie Hunnam, the guy who played Jax Teller in the Sons of Anarchy TV series. So he's going to be playing. That's going to be interesting because he's normally known for playing like the tough guy badasses, and now who he is playing a psycho killer in the form of Ed Gein. And it's like I said, it's being created by the guy who did the Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer TV series, and I really did enjoy it. I mean, that shit was pretty fucking hard to watch in some places, but it was a really compelling series in my opinion. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how he's going to put that one out there. I'm sure James will probably drop some thoughts on that one as well, because I know he's seen that Dahmer series, and I don't know if he saw the one with those two killer twins that killed their parents. But what's your expectations on this Ed Gein series that he's going to be putting out?
Well, I was a fan of the Dahmer show. Didn't really see the Melendez brothers, but I heard that didn't really grab anybody's attention.
No.
So yeah, it could be good.
That might be one worth checking out. Any more bits of news? There should be one more. If not, that'll do it. Nope, that's it. That's all the ones we got for this week, folks.
All right, nice. Okay, well, all right, Paul. What's the movie that you picked for next week?
Well, next week, guys, we're gonna be heading to Australia's outback. This movie came out 20 years ago. It was actually the directorial debut of Greg McLean, and people say this is probably the guy who plays the main character, the main villain. Probably is one of the most iconic madmen in cinema history in recent memory. And like I said, the movie came out 20 years ago, and I think it came out around September. So it's roughly the movie's 20th anniversary. But it spawned a sequel and a TV series that lasted 2 seasons, and there'll be a third movie coming out sometime next year. So my next pick, folks, is Wolf Creek. What have you got, James?
I jumped back into horror for this one, but go back to, being that it's still summer. It's the last days of summer, but it's still summer regardless. So I'm gonna go back to doing the summer blockbusters.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with a movie that came out 1996.
1986.
96.
96, my bad.
Yep, and gonna go with Twister.
Twister. Oh, okay. Yeah. Twister. That's one of my favorite disaster films right there. One of my favorite ones. And I'm quite surprised they did a sequel a year ago, which I thought was okay, but the first movie, come on, guys, that one's a classic. But yeah, there you go, guys. We got Wolf Creek next week and Twister. You know what? I think I'm going to have to answer with a disaster movie of my own. I'm going to keep it to myself, but yeah, I'll have something. So there you go, guys. There's your picks for the next 2 weeks.
All right, Paul, tell people where they can find you.
All right. If you're on Facebook, guys, type in Paul Burt's Photography Corner. You can see all my cool photos that I've left in there so far. If you're going to look at horror movie stuff, type in Support Indie Horror. We are now officially nearing the 10,000 followers mark after 15 years of still going. A lot of cool content in there. If you're on Instagram, type in Paul Burt or Paul Gorehound Burt. If you're on Twitch, Gorehound 1983. I'm on TikTok as well. And if you're not on any of those platforms, you want to see some photos, you can find me on Blue Sky as well.
All right. Of course, you can find me on Primetime James Thomas, my professional wrestling channel, the Primetime podcast, and of course here at Primetime Podcast. And hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's edition of the Primetime Gorehounds, watching Twister. Wait.
No, we watched The Fog. We haven't watched Twister yet. Wolf Creek is next week, and then Twister. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, we watched The Fog, but I'm tired, folks. But yeah. So we're gonna get on out of here, and shout out to the comments section, shout out to the chat. Y'all have been great tonight. Shout out to the whole Burt family who's here tonight, and we'll see you guys next week for Creek. Have yourselves a great weekend. Enjoy the last final day of the summer, and we'll be back for Wolf Creek and Twister. I am Primetime Jason. I'm myself, Paul Burt. We're Primetime Gorehounds, and we are out. Peace.
Laters.
You so-called Christian-looking whores, jumping in some church, flapping your ankle chains around. All on the choir, breasts hanging out, lips all red, nails painted red, purple, blue, green, long like bird claws. All this fake hair, breast implants, toenails painted with little fake diamonds in it. Your toes ain't richer. You're nothing but a prostitute. Amen. Yeah, man. Go ahead, go to church now. Go to church. Got nothing but a singing hoe, a shouting hoe, a organ playing hoe, a choir director hoe. Hey, preacher. If what I just said describe your wife, you're married to a hoe. Am I right, sir? Talk to me. Yes, sir. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah. A man that's a real man don't want his wife out in the street looking like a prostitute. And you a holy woman? Amen. Or claim you's a Christian? Christian with skin-tight pants. Showing the very shape of your birth canal. Going to some church with the shape of your birth canal exposed in public and G's all up the backside of your behind. Carrying a Bible. Going to church.